Let's see it. Let's see it. Neil Magny. Phil Rowe is apparently Phil Rowe's watched a lot of Neil Magny tape, and the first move from him is to clinch Magny up against the fence, which is absolutely insane to me. This is where Magny likes to be. This is a Magny clinch fest. What are you doing, Phil Rowe? I feel like Phil Rowe needs to fight this guy at range. Yankee with no brim. What's up? What's good, Fresh? What's up, GR Boxing? Trying to be crazy. What's up, Tracy? Yo, what's good? What's good? I want Magny to lose. Same with me. I'm picking Phil Rowe, but I don't know what the fuck he's doing. They just mentioned on commentary that Phil Rowe has been watching a lot of Magny tape, and the first thing he does is try to clinch. What the fuck? That's where Magny wants to make this a boring ass fight. By the way, Randy Brown and Wellington Turman, that shit looks like Short Pereira and Big Adesanya. Wellington Turman, I know he trains with Pereira, but he was rocking the Pereira cut. Same colored shorts as well. What's up, Lucas? You absolute big buckwheat. What's good? What's up? Vamos Ilia. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm currently 25% body fat whilst training weightlifting and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. How long do you think it'll take me to get to 10% body fat? If you do it the right way, which means you don't just like crash diet, I would say you could probably get down there. I'd say you could probably get down there in like 6 months. Try not to be biased, Lucas. What's up, Toby? It's good, man. Nothing more Toby-esque than entering the chat with that kind of statement. What's good? But what the fuck? What the fuck is Magny doing? I mean, what what is Rowe doing, bro? Why are you clinching Magny? This is like, what are you trying to get out of this? He's trying to take him down. Obviously, he's trying to take him down. Okay. That's clear. But like, this is where Magny wants to be. This is a typical Neil Magny fight. Fuck. This is why I can't stand watching Neil Magny fights. They're fucking annoying. Nothing more Lucas-esque with that response. How pissed is Dana going to be if Emmett wins this? Dude, he's going to be pissed, and I'm going to be stoked because I know Volkanovski will get out clean, unscathed from the featherweight division without having to face Ilia Topuria, and even better Ilia Topuria. But to be fair, if Volk is the kind of guy to stick around anyway, it's better that he fights Ilia sooner rather than later. Now, I'd rather him fight like a young Ilia Topuria before he's in his prime, you know, than a fully primed Ilia Topuria when Volkanovski's just an old man. Okay, here we go. Phil Rowe. This is it. Yeah! Yeah! There you go. Yeah, there you go. This is what I'm saying. I'm telling you guys, Phil Rowe can fuck Magny up at range. He's got much more power. See, Magny ain't got nothing in those shots. He's got a bunch of pillow hands. But both of these guys have like really long reaches for the welterweight division. I'm pretty sure both of these guys have the longest reach in that division. Randy Brown's got a pretty long reach too, but come on, Phil. What is this in the back of his head? He's got like a heart there. When will you guys learn damage is better than volume? What do you mean? Jack won that fight? Ooh. Oh. Yeah, you're talking about Emmers. Okay. You're talking about Jenkins and Emmers. That was a close fight. Listen, I thought Jenkins definitely won the first round. The second and the third. Oh my gosh, bro. Fuck off. Fuck off. Stop spamming in the chat. Fuck off. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I think that Emmers did enough to win that fight. Emmers was landing in like 3 to 4 punch flurries in the second round. And of course, kind of out-grappled Jenkins a bit in the third. Jenkins landed a couple of good shots in the third round too, but I think Emmers did enough to win that. Again, Jenkins was landing a lot of leg kicks. He's got great leg kicks. A lot of body kicks that were pretty solid, but I think that I think Emmers should have got that one done. It wasn't a brutal robbery, but Emmers was landing a lot of good shots to the head. And usually if strikes are relatively even, I prefer good strikes landed to the head. I mean, you can't really make the argument that Jenkins did a lot of damage with his strikes. You know what I mean? Like the body shots weren't really affecting Emmers that much. He did land a couple of grazing head kicks that had a pretty big impact. But the guy that I've been impressed with, and if you're a member, I already made a post about this, but Joshua Van, bro, Joshua Van is 21 years old. 21 years old, and he's in there with Zalgulas, like just banging with him and out pointing him and out volleying him. And this guy apparently has only been training for a few years when it comes to wrestling. He's a fucking beast, an absolute beast. I originally thought he was from Thailand. Apparently, it's Myanmar, but he's American. You know what I mean? That guy is going to be. I am more impressed with that dude than I am with fucking what's his name, Muhammad Makayev. I would pick Van to beat Muhammad Makayev. Muhammad Makayev, he's looked like, I understand he came into the UFC with a nice jab from Phil Rowe, but I prefer Van. I think Van's dangerous on the feet, man, and he's tough too. He's got a high output. He's got pretty good takedown defense, dude. I like Van a lot. I prefer him. I think Muhammad Makayev is one of the most overrated prospects. And Van is young too. They're all young. There's a lot of the best prospects are in that flyweight division, especially when it comes to the youngest guys. You have Muhammad Bakayev, who's still in his early 20s. I think he's like 21, 22, maybe 22. Van is 21, and Tatsuro Taira is also like 21. So, yeah, I missed that fight. Def gonna have Joshua Van. You have him versus Zalgulas, the guy with the bowl cut, coconut head. Excellent fight. Yeah. Salgas Zumagulov. I always get his name fucked up. Drickus, dude, Cody Brundage needs to be cut from the UFC. I don't know if you guys saw that one, the first fight of the night, of the day. Cody Brundage is absolutely shit. And the worst part is Dumas didn't even look that good. So Drickus Dumas, he didn't even look that great. Like he was out grappling Brundage, but he wasn't really doing a lot of damage. He still looked a little bit sloppy. Like Brundage pulled guillotine 4 or 5 times in that fight. And they mentioned before he pulled guillotine for the first time that was the mistake he made in his last fight. And that he was saying in the fighter meetings how that's the last thing he wanted to do. I just don't want to pull guillotine. And he pulled it like 4 or 5 times. And he was the wrestler in that matchup, bro. He looked like shit. Cody Brundage needs to get cut from the UFC 100% because DC was straight up glazing Cedricus too. He was glazing him the whole time, being like, wow, this guy's just so shocking, just so amazing. But it was really that Brundage is just ass. And he looked okay. He looked pretty decent. But I don't know. DC was acting like this was the next GSP. DC was heavily glazing him. And, I get it. It's the first fight. Usually the first fight of the night, you're like really into it while you're watching it because you haven't seen a good fight in a while, but it is what it is. Yeah, Brundage needs to get cut, but fucking hell, dude. Phil Rowe just had Magny's back for a couple of minutes. Wasn't able to do much with it, but he's fighting Magny's fight right now. They could clinch him up fast. This is why I can't stand Neil Magny. This is his style. This is the most boring fighter in the welterweight division. Neil Magny is the absolute worst. But Phil Rowe is starting to look tired. But hey, Rowe dry humping Magny, bro. Rowe has the ability to fuck him up on the feet. This is what I'm thinking. Like he has a lot of people get outranged by Magny because he's got a long reach. Phil Rowe has the same reach, way more speed, way more power. And the first thing he does is run into the clinch. Like, what are you doing? This is the dumbest fucking move I've ever seen. Why are you trying to have a clinch fest with Neil Magny? This is the only thing he actually excels at, bro. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. And now Magny's just grinding him out. Phil Rowe, you are... The guy has a terrible fight IQ. Rowe is better than... Dude, he's not, obviously, if he's making this mistake. Look, he's tired. He's on stanky legs already. He's on stinky legs. And he's letting Magny pressure him up. The thing is, dude, now he's tired. Now he can't... It's not easy for him to get away from the clinch because he's obviously starting to gas. But at the start of the fight, he just sprints towards Magny and tries to clinch, bro. What are you doing? Fucking hell. You're not that guy on the ground. I understand you've trained with, Gordon Ryan and you've done a couple of grappling bouts that you've lost, but you're not that guy on the ground. You know what I mean? Just piece this guy up on the feet. This is not a gym session. We're not at the gym rolling with the gi. Come on. You're not that guy. He's not that guy, pal. Roe beats Ian Gary. No, dude, he does not. Not with this IQ. No, not with this IQ. Not with this kind of decision making. He doesn't. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, man. What is he doing? And see, Magny has a good gas tank. Look at this. Magny has a good gas tank. Good stiff jab from Magny. Phil Rowe, what are you? Let's see. I swear to God, dude, if he gets back, if he tries to clinch again, Magny teeing off on him with good knees to the body. Oh my God, dude, Rowe, you piece of shit. Fucking hell. Wow. Phil Rowe is one of the worst decision makers in the UFC. He doesn't deserve to win this fight. He deserves to lose this because he's just trying to clinch with Magny. Gary should be embarrassed for wanting to fight the winner of this. Dude, he doesn't want to fight the winner of this. Gary called out Neil Magny long before Magny even took this fight, and he called him out long before he even signed to fight Jeff Neal. So, actually, to be fair, maybe Magny signed to fight Phil Rowe before Ian Gary knocked out Rodriguez, but still, he's on. He's past that. He's past the Magnies. There's no way he's fighting Magny if he gets past Jeff Neal. Maybe if he loses, though. This is just annoying, bro. I don't understand it. Like, Phil Rowe has the power, bro. He's got like a really good ability to mess people up on the feet. And the first decision is to get into a clinch battle with Magny against a guy that this like the clinch is where veterans excel, bro. The clinch is where the vets excel. And this guy thinking just because he's got a black belt, maybe he can just take Magny down and completely dominate him on the ground. Whereas he's just not Gilbert Burns, bro. This guy probably rolls in the gi too. Okay, look. Good low kicks from Phil Rowe. Dude, these guys are both like the same build, the same exact build. Yeah, Rowe's the cleaner striker, but he's looking, look, he's falling over his leg kicks. He's slipping and sliding around the octagon. Magny checked that kick. Oh my gosh. Now, Matt, oh my gosh, dude. Come on. You gotta make him pay. Make him pay for closing that distance. Make him. Yeah, nice urgency to get Magny off of you. There you go. How old is Magny? Magny's probably like 36, 35. MMA is dead. It's not. It's just a Magny fight. This is just typical Neil Magny. Stinking it up. No matter who's in front of him. Jeff Neal, one of the most entertaining fighters, can be in front of him. He'll make it shitty. 35. Cut all the fighters on this card. No, there have been some good scraps. There have been some great scraps so far. Randy Brown, also pound for pound, one of the most boring fighters I've ever watched in my entire life. He just always manages to have like the most anticlimactic decisions. Wellington Turman's also nothing special. Good low kick from Phil Rowe. Come on, man. Magny minus 175, of course, because Phil Rowe basically threw the first couple rounds being an idiot. And he is in close quarters with Magny. This is exactly why you miss nothing when you don't watch Magny. Even when Gilbert Burns is fighting him, it's like you're not going to get anything special. I don't understand how they still have this dude in the UFC. He's just so boring. It's been like, I know, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, mirror images of each other, bro. But they don't have to be because Phil Rowe actually could have went out there and tried to fuck him up on the feet. Look at him. Look at him, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's trying to clinch. All right, dude. UFC needs to cut Phil Rowe as well. They need to cut Rowe. Keep Magny in there just to weed out the frauds, weed out all the dumbasses that don't actually know how to make decisions. So that's why you need Magny. You need Magny around to weed out the frauds. And of course, Magny does have a significant reach advantage. So when he beats a guy like Jeff Neal, it's not the end of the world. But like, yeah, Phil Rowe needs to get cut after this kind of performance, bro. This is just so bad. I mean, to be fair, like a lot of people thought Magny was going to do this, but I feel like Rowe is doing this to himself. Jesus Christ, man. Phil Rowe clearly doesn't have UFC Fight Pass, so he wasn't able to watch. Dude, he literally the commentary mentioned at the start of this fight that Phil Rowe's been doing a fuckload of tape study on Magny. Like he's been watching a lot of Fight Pass, and this is what he's game planning for. Oh my gosh, that makes it even worse, man. He's been watching lots of tape too, so he knows exactly how Magny fights, and he's still falling into Magny's game. I'd rather stare at Lucas's wall than watching a Magny fight. Dude, I'd rather stare at dirt. I'd rather eat dirt than watch a Magny fight. I may as well just go outside and just face plant in the ground and start grazing on some dirt than watching a Neil Magny fight. It destroys the human soul. You know, eating dirt is pretty belittling for people, but you know what else is? Just watching a Magny fight. It just makes you want to you don't think too high of humanity when you're watching Magny fights. Jesus. I'm being a little hard on him, to be fair. Hey, all jokes aside, like Magny is doing whatever he needs to do to get his win money. Like he's getting the bag, bro. He gets a lot of wins like this. It's just annoying because Phil Rose is literally like allowing this to happen, bro. From the get-go. From the get-go. He's keen to clinch with Magny. Jesus Christ, bro. And of course, right now he's a little bit tired, but yeah, he needs to get cut. The fuck did Magny do to you? Bro, he's not entertaining, and that's not what it is. It's more Phil Rowe. Like I'm shitting on Magny a little bit because this is like your typical Magny fight. Just a clinch fest. And I'm originally upset because Phil Rowe made it a point to clinch with Magny at the start of the fight. So I picked Rowe to beat him, and I thought Rowe was going to go out there and light him up on the feet. But he's a fool, and he wanted to have a clinch fest with Magny. So, yeah, that's why. That's Magny's bread and butter. Can't fall into that. Oh my gosh. I'm just happy the main card's about to start because we're finally past the bullshit. Listen, the last two fights have been pretty shitty. We've had some good fights at the start of the card. DC glazing Cedricus, even though it was just Cody Brundage that looks terrible. Joshua Van looked amazing. Incredibly impressive performance. 21 years old. So that's a brilliant look for him. Yeah, we've had really good fights. We've had great fights. Top of the Richie Jillian Robertson. I did not really watch that after the first round. Trevor Peak getting just outdone, getting outgridded in the later rounds, kind of gassing out. Yeah. And then Jack Jenkins, Jamal Elmers. Sketchy decision. Had it 2-1 Elmers, but it's not the most brutal robbery, right? Starting off July with Sean Strickland. I'm excited for that. Now, I think that Abus has a chance. I've been watching some of Abus's KOs in the PFL, and he's dangerous. But I think that Sean Strickland has fought heavy kickers like a Jack Hermanson, and I have to rewatch the Jack Hermanson fight because I want to see how many head kicks Hermanson was throwing. But that could be an issue for Strickland. I'm still going to pick him to win, probably by decision, and it's most likely not going to be that entertaining, but it's probably going to be somewhat high pace. So I'm looking forward to it. And Strickland always is just fun to watch because of his personality. Magny. Yep. Cut Phil Rowe. Time to cut Phil Rowe. Watching all that tape on Magny, and first decision that you make in the fight is to clinch. That fight was so boring. Yeah. Perfect matchup for Phil Rowe if he were to just stay at range early on, but he shot himself in the foot. Like I could understand him losing the third round when he gets tired if he just can't put Magny away. But the fact that his goal was just to clinch just shows how terrible his fight IQ is. Split decision. Yeah, typical Magny split decision. I mean, what else did we really expect? But hey, it's past 3 p.m. So that means they're going to get right to the next fight. And we actually have a fucking banger coming up, right? What's next on the card? We have Bruno Silva and Brendan Allen, which should be sick. I'm looking forward to this one. Listen, I want Bruno Silva to win just because Bruno Silva is like, I understand he's older and Brendan Allen can be seen as a prospect, but come on. This ain't going to be a champion. Brendan Allen, he's got little pillow hands. He's dangerous on the ground, but it's like how good is your wrestling once you get to the top of the division? At the end of the day, I understand we need new contenders, but he's not that guy. And I really think that even though it's a close matchup, I want Bruno Silva to win because he has a shitload of power in his hands, and we could see a lot of crazy KOs if he gets to the top. And Allen is just eventually bound to get weeded out. You know, he's already been finished by a Sean Strickland, and I'm not really too big on Brendan Allen. I know listen, I'm giving him a little bit too much shit. He's all right. He's all right. But, I'm not going to root for him just because he's a prospect. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy got KO'd by Strickland, and I understand that was, early on in his career, but still. Volk has pillow hands? Yeah, but Volk is still the pound for pound best fighter on earth. So not everyone can get away with that, especially in the middleweight division. You know what I mean? You could basically say Whitaker has pillow hands because he hasn't gotten a finish in a long time. Then if Whitaker has pillow hands, then a lot of guys have pillow hands. At least Volkanovski's dominating people, you know what I mean? So I don't mind it if you have pillow hands if you're dominating people. One finish in the entire prelims, awesome. I know, right? But still, we've had some good fights. Jenkins, Emmers was a solid fight. Zolgas and Joshua Van was a great fight as well. Trevor Peak, Shepe Metaskal was a great fight. Cedricus Dumas, Cody Brundage, kind of a stinker, but DC would have had you believe that Cedricus Dumas was the next GSP and the next John Jones. So if you were watching then, maybe DC got into your head and convinced you that you were watching LeBron James of MMA, but Cody Brundage just looked like shit. I don't understand how this dude is in the UFC. So-called a grappler, so-called wrestler, pulls guillotine 5 times and looks like a fish out of water when he's on his back. Has no ability to create a scramble. Yeah. But I'm excited because we're actually about to get some good fights. The whole layout of the card is messed up. But I'm going to mention Joshua Van because that's my dark horse now. I'm extremely impressed with Joshua Van. And I think he's better than Muhammad Makayev. I think Muhammad Makayev is a fraud, bro. Straight up. I know it. No. Hold on. He's a fraud for how much hype he has. He's not a fraud in general. Take away the hype, he's a really solid prospect. But with the hype, compared to a Tatsuro Taira or a guy like Joshua Van, I actually prefer those guys. I think that Van's performance against Zolgas was better than any Muhammad Makayev performance because the guy that Muhammad Makayev KO'd in his first fight wasn't all that good. Cody Durden, right? Dude. Zalgas is old Zalgas is old as fuck though. And he's kind of done really poorly in his career in the UFC. I remember he got finished by Manel Cap. So I understand it's not that amazing of a win, but still, you look good. Makayev is overrated. I might be hyping up Joshua Van too much. John Jones is nice try. How do you think Strickland will do now that Pereira has been teaching him footwork? I think he'll do well. I don't think we're going to see that different of a Sean Strickland. You can't really implement so much into your game this late on in your career, especially if you're only training with Pereira for a few weeks. But I think he'll still be able to beat this guy in Abus Magomedov. It's not like this is not like a Jared Cannonier. This is a step down in competition. The guy has a bunch of KOs in the PFL, but he's KOing cans. So yeah, he's also not indestructible. He's lost. He's not that young either. So I trust in Sean Strickland to stay safe, to not get KO'd. And I don't think Abus is on that Pereira level. But to answer your question, though, I think we're going to see like this crazy new footwork in the game of Sean Strickland. I think he'll just be your average Sean Strickland. Maybe he'll pick up a couple of pointers and he'll look a tiny bit better, but it's not going to be that obvious just because he's trained with Pereira for a few weeks. But it's good for him to get those looks, Josh Emmett looks flabby. Test levels have plummeted. But I also hope that Sean Strickland doesn't take like a sense of confidence from sparring with Strickland and not get it. Like, I feel like there's a chance that because he's been sparring with Pereira, Strickland, that is, and maybe he hasn't gotten hurt in sparring, maybe he'll be like, oh, I've been taking these shots from Pereira. Pereira's such a high-level striker. Now I'm like going to go in there and fuck this Abus guy up easily. I hope he doesn't have that mentality because Abus is the kind of guy that could put him out. That's Abus's way to win this fight. It's by KO. But as far as You know, if this fight goes the distance, 90% Sean Strickland wins. Allen is going to turn into a wrestler real quick in this one. Yeah, but that's kind of what he does best. His best attribute is his submission game. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it done. I'm rooting for Bruno Silva because I just like his style. So I like Allen too. I'm not crazy on him. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy on him. I'm not a big fan of Allen's personality either, to be fair. Strickland needs more of a finishing ability. I understand that, but to be honest, man, I like Strickland at the top of the division. I like what he does. I mean, I feel like he kind of throws people off with his savage man mentality and the wild trash talk. And then when people get in there, they're so surprised because he's just hard to hit. I actually like the fact that he is one of those decision guys. Of course, it'd be fun if he were to finish more people, but I'm not bored by Sean Strickland fights, is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world if he doesn't start finishing people. I'll still watch a Strickland fight. I'll still be entertained. He's pretty decent for the middleweight division. And I like the fact that he's just one of those guys that he's so good because he fights so much. Like he's always fighting in the gym. And it's just a testament to how important sparring could be and constant sparring. And he's one of those fighters that falls on that extreme side of the spectrum where they're not really into the strength and conditioning. Strickland said himself he doesn't even hit pads that often. Like he's really only sparring. And that's kind of it. I'm sure he does some strength and conditioning, but like how else would he be able to be, so big and have all this muscle? He must do something. He must do something because otherwise he'd just be fat. You know what I mean? Like I understand you could eat a lot of food to maintain that weight, but he's got to do something for the strength because he is a pretty strong guy. He's got good takedown defense. He was stuffing a lot of takedowns from my man Imavov, and Imavov's got some pretty solid wrestling. We saw him take down Chris Curtis. And I thought that his wrestling was overrated after the Strickland fight, but it turns out Strickland just got that great takedown defense, of course. And Imavov actually just took Curtis's back, you know? Speaking of Imavov, I went on Cyril Gahn's page today because I saw him post, and I'm looking at the comments, bro. The French fans are so cruel to him, bro. They're so cruel to Cyril Gahn. It's actually crazy to see. Any post on his IG just has tons of French comments with hundreds of likes each saying that you're dead to me, you're a huge disappointment, you're a disgrace to France. It's crazy how much they've turned their back on him after the Jones fight. And I understand it. I was a huge Gahn fan. I'm still a fan of Gahn, but that performance was so half-ass and sorry that I cannot get that high on him. You know what I mean? That was like a fuck it type of performance. Like, I understand that maybe there's nothing he could have done about it, but still, come on. If at least last a round, at least put up some kind of a struggle. There was none of that from Gahn. And maybe we are being too harsh because maybe Jones is that good, but I don't know. It was a pathetic performance from him nonetheless. Just really shit the bed. Cyril Gahn reminds me of a big gummy bear. Now that you mention it, he kind of does remind me of a big gummy bear too. Pavlovich versus Gahn for the vacant belt after Jones retires. Fuck that. Fuck Cyril Gahn fighting for the belt. I don't want to see it. He needs to earn a shot. 2 more wins for Gahn. He's had 3 title fights already. He's had 1 against Jones, 1 against Francis. And of course, interim title fights don't really count, but let's be honest, that was a big opportunity that the UFC gave him. So we may as well put that in because it's an opportunity. He doesn't deserve another opportunity anytime soon. You should try to get Moicano on a live stream. I'd like that. That'd be pretty dope. Maybe me and Moicano could rank some fighters, can do a tier list together. I don't think he would do that though, but maybe. Maybe I can get an interview with him before his next fight. I'd love to interview him, but I don't know who he's fighting next. I know he was supposed to fight. What's his name? Wasn't he supposed to fight Guram at one point? Right now, Guram's fighting next week. If anyone cares. I think it's a perfect time to put on a ultimate frauds video where I expose every fraud in the UFC. I was thinking that Money Moicano copied your tier list video. Really? My tier list video? He didn't copy. Listen, bro. There are so many people doing tier lists. It's like, I think unless it's literally the same and he says the same exact phrases, the same exact sentences, it's not copying. You can make a tier list. It's all good. I don't think either is really elite. Who? Or boxers with no wrestling and BJJ black belts with no stand up. The entire heavyweight division is filled with one-dimensional freestyle wrestlers and brawlers. Yeah, but to be fair, like I have this feeling that Jilton Almeida's got some serious striking. Got some really good striking. I've seen him shadow boxing. Getting ready for his fights, and I've seen him throw a jumping flying knee into a hook, and it looked fast, bro. It was like Yoel Romero-esque. And he has a boxing background. So I might be picking him. I am picking him against Curtis, but I need to watch his tape. There's no one that's harder to find tape on than Jilton Almeida. Jilton Almeida's tape is just buried. I don't know. It seems impossible to get a hold of it. But I'm gonna need to try to figure it out because I need to see what his stand-up looks like. But I think he'll be really good. Almeida is an ex-boxer. Exactly. He comes from a family of boxers. So Moicano was going to fight Saryukian. Yes, I know he was about to fight Saryukian, but at one point he was booked to fight Guram too, and Guram pulled out of that one. I'm starting to think that Armand would have lost to him after that performance. I feel like, dude, Moicano doesn't have the same pop in his hands as Joaquim Silva. I know Silva's not on the same level as Moicano, but to be fair, it was a little bit short notice, and maybe Armand just underestimated him and felt like, well, this guy's not even ranked. I'm going to just walk him down and fuck him up. I think he would have had more respect for Moicano, but hey, that's a lack of fight IQ, so it's concerning to say the least, for sure. Jilton's not bad, and I think he'll be champ after Jones retires, but still, like, really good striking, like an Alexander Gustafsson level. Bro, speaking of Alexander Gustafsson, I can't believe he lost to Anthony Smith. That's really a testament to how shitty Gustafsson is. And Anthony Smith is, again, he's got some good wins. Like that Span win was pretty good. And the Gustafsson win was pretty good. But it's also the fact that maybe Gustafsson was just complete trash at the end of his career. Well, he definitely was. He lost to Verdum, which was pretty pathetic. Losing to Verdum, like, that's just a terrible look. Nikita Krylov, okay, whatever. But you got finished by Nikita Krylov in the first exchange, basically. It's pathetic. So, yeah, I think that Alexander Gustafsson might be one of the more overrated guys to never win a belt when people talk about that conversation. He's definitely good, but like you kind of have to nitpick when it comes down to his performances. You know what I mean? Like, he's got some really solid wins. I understand why he's in there, but he's also got some terrible losses as well. Some really bad losses. Almeida's a demon. Who would win, Gus versus Reyes? Bro, I'd probably go with Dominic Reyes, to be honest. Right now, or prime for prime. Prime for prime, I like Gustafsson's chances there, but like, right now, I don't know. Actually, that's a really good matchup, to be honest. Right now, Reyes, you think? Yeah, but like, his chin is just so suspicious at this point. Like, he got dropped by a jab, but to be fair, he did get rocked a couple of times before he got dropped by Span. So I could see him beating Gustafsson just because Gustafsson is so bad at this point in his career. But it's not a confident pick. It's 50-50. Both of them are completely done. Watch them feed Reyes to Khalil Roundtree. Dude, I don't know what it is. Why do people have this idea of Khalil Roundtree being this like absolute fucking demon? You know what I mean? He's got a couple of decent wins. He's got a vicious leg stomp. He's got a nice, soccer style of kick. He's got some cool moments. But as far as like who he's beat, dude, he hasn't really beat that many impressive guys. He beat Eric Anders. You know what I'm saying? I know he beat Gokhan Saki, and who else did he beat recently? Jacoby, but that was a robbery. I don't think Khalil Roundtree's like this demon, like boogeyman. You know what I mean? I just think, you know what it is? I just think it all stemmed from that fucking performance against Eric Anders, and I guess he's just a heavy hitter. To be fair, it'd be a terrible fight for Reyes. I understand that. It'd be a terrible fight for Reyes. But when I think of like nightmares for Reyes, I think of like basically any of those guys. Anyone that's decent. Anyone that's not on a massive downwards trajectory. Is Gustafsson retired? I think so. But apparently he wants to come back. So maybe not. Volk takes Prime Conor down and bullies him. I think he beats him up on the feet. I think Prime Conor McGregor gets overrated these days. Like Prime Conor was 2016, 2015. The game has passed him up big time. Game has completely passed him up. The Conor that fought Eddie Alvarez would be an issue for Volk, of course, but I still think Volk would be better than them. He would get caught coming in? Nah, dude. No. Volk is too smart for that. Bro, again, Conor's best wins. We're talking about guys that were at the top 2015, like 2016. These aren't crazy. You know what I mean? Conor doesn't have wins that are that amazing, bro. When I'm saying wins, I'm talking about people he's beat. Like Alvarez, it's a great win. I'm just comparing his wins to wins like Volkanovski, bro. Volkanovski's got wins over Max, man. And Conor's win over Max, that's not that impressive. Max Holloway, that was his what? UFC debut? One of his first ever fights in the UFC? And then he's got this win over Tadpole Dustin Poirier. Dude, Prime Dustin beats Prime Conor. Prime Dustin would beat Prime Conor. So I don't think Volkanovski loses that fight. I think Volk's going to fuck Yair up too. I don't think Volk's losing to Yair. I'll be pretty pissed if he loses, but I think he's going to get that shit in the bag. Little man Volk got dropped by Holloway, Mr. Pillowhands. Dude, that was Melatonin Gate. He got woken up by USADA the night before. Melatonin Gate. Dustin was too much for Conor. Dustin is better than Conor everywhere. Casuals. Yeah, Dustin Poirier is just a better striker overall, higher level. And again, peak Dustin Poirier is like, that's basically like 2019, 2021 Dustin, you know, even 2022 Dustin. That guy fucks up Prime Conor. Just listen, Prime Conor could have gotten better. If Conor McGregor never made hundreds of millions of dollars and just somehow stayed in the UFC and was always hungry, he would have gotten better. So maybe there would have been a different Conor McGregor that would have continued to improve, that would have fucked Dustin Poirier up in a 2021 matchup. The issue is he never got better. So Prime Conor McGregor is like a guy that was really, really high level on the feet in 2016. And of course, he's still high level these days compared to most people. But the highest level strikers in 2021 are just better than the highest level strikers in 2016, 2015. Here we go, Allen and Silva. Body kick from Allen, and now he's landing some knees. He's looking for the clinch right now. Ooh, good elbow on the inside from Brendan Allen. But look at these braids, bro. Where's Brendan Allen from? There's a perfect word to describe Brendan Allen. And I ain't going to say it, but you guys probably know exactly what I'm about to say. Albino? No. Oh, he's from Louisiana. Okay, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But even Dustin ain't like this. Soy? No. There's another word. Yeah. Basically. Yeah, dude. He thinks he's Ortega, bro. This is like some shit a girl would do to their hair, man. Yeah, dude. Some shit a girl, like girls braid their hair like that. Unless you're Ortega cruising on a lowrider. Come on, man. It is what it is. Hey, maybe that's his culture, bro. I guess that's his culture, man. Yeah. DC always talks about when you get to the rankings, it's hard. People just don't fall after that one shot. Oh, he hurt Brendan Allen. Bruno. Yeah. Bruno Silva. Good jab. Silva got caught too. Bruno Silva swinging like a madman. Ooh. Oh. Brendan Allen cracked him. Woo. Brendan Allen cracked him. No, I'm not sipping on Red 40. Bruno's a beast, but he's open. He's too open. He needs to be somewhat technical, bro. You can still throw all those big shots. Oh, big shot. Big uppercut from Brendan Allen. Good body kick from Brendan Allen. And he's got a mouse on his eye. He's got a swollen eye. Good job for Brendan Allen. Bruno Silva chucking those right hands. Ooh, good counter shots. Good couple of jabs. Brendan Allen's looking for that hook, that counter hook. And Silva, good head movement from Silva. Something uppercut and the hooks. He got hit. Oh, shit. Woo! No way. He just dropped Bruno Silva. Brendan Allen fucking him up on the ground. Dude, he's beating his ass. Damn, dude, this is crazy. Bruno Silva doesn't care at all about his defense. Heard you getting braids, beads. No, I ain't getting braids. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate the $2. Thank you so much. Jesus, man. This is why Pereira sucks. No, man. Pereira took his chin, dude. This guy's chin used to be different. It's still decent, but he's just swinging for the bleachers with no regard. Complete disregard, I mean. The fact that Bruno Silva, like, he can hurt Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen's got a chin on him. I have to say that. Sean Strickland knocked this man out. Bruno Silva's landed some big shots, and now Brendan Allen's going for the submission. And he's on his back, but there's still 27 seconds. And he's got him. He's got him in the choke. And he tapped. That was the fight we wanted. That was the fight we wanted. The first one to start off the main card. Brendan Allen just sent Bruno Silva flying across the octagon, beat his ass on the ground, sunk in the hooks, and submitted him with ease. All right, man. I was saying I didn't want Allen to win this matchup because I like Bruno Silva's style, and I did like Allen's style, but still, respect to that. I fucking love the fact that Brendan Allen's getting the job done, man. That was a sick performance, an amazing performance, bro. Allen looked pretty damn good. He looked great, and his chin is sick, too. He was just eating those shots. And Bruno Silva just rushing the finish like a fool. See, that's where he got caught. He got caught on the equilibrium, got wobbled by that, and then Brendan Allen followed up with a right hand. And then just, again, this is where Allen is so dangerous. Amazing performance. Beautiful performance. I need to mark it down that at the 36-minute mark, that's when I react to this fight. Dude, amazing fight. Amazing fight. And now we have Gabriel Santos and Onama. Wow, bro. We're about to get just wars back to back to back to back. Jesus. Lucas the short-skilled Tracy. Allen beats Costa. Honestly, I'd pick him to beat Paulo. Costa's not hitting harder than Bruno Silva. Costa's got, probably a little bit less power than Bruno Silva. So I'd pick Allen. I think Allen's really solid. And you know what? I still don't think he's going to make it that far at the top of the division. And I never said that Bruno Silva was either, but I like him and he's getting better. He's getting a lot better. Dude, I'm stop spamming in the chat. I'm going to get you out of here right now. Yeah, get out of here. Costa probably going to lose his next fight. Yeah, most likely. Costa, the issue with him, I don't think he's dedicated at all anymore. So, cook him. I cooked him, man. No, the eraser erased Allen. Yeah, there's no way he would be able to go out there and erase Brendan Allen with his little pillow hands and his little T-Rex arms. Who wins, current Dominic Reyes or Prime Rumble? Jesus, that would be a first 30-second KO. Rumble would just eat whatever shot Reyes has to offer. Of course, Reyes still has a lot of dynamite in his hands, but it's not on the same level as Rumble. So Rumble Johnson would fuck him up. Unless you're talking about current Rumble, then yeah, okay. RIP, bro. Rest in peace. How much of your earnings gets donated back home to the Pygmy? I'm happy that you asked that because it's personal. It's personal, but I have a very close relationship, bro. I'm always sending a bag back home. Always putting on for the tribe. Costa is pulling out again. Yeah, okay. What the hell is Pygmy? Bro, it's Pygmies, bro. Not Pygmy. Pygmy. I like Allen, but let's hear him on the mic, dude. Let's hear him on the mic. Let's hear what he says. He's been talking some shit against Drickus. He said that he used to hang out with Drickus, and Drickus was always talking about how African he was, and he didn't like that, and he was shitting on him heavily in this one interview I saw of him. I just didn't like his attitude. Let's hear. He's not beating Izzy, but yeah. Jared Cannon, you do this guy's calling out Cannonier, bro. Come on, man. Can't be. You're not getting that fight. Not even close. Dustin. Yes, pygmies are known for being short. That's where it comes from. All right, Brendan Allen. Solid contender in the middleweight division. He proved me wrong. You know, I listen. Oh, there's GM3. GM3 will be fighting in a couple weeks. Oh no, I'm sorry. GM3 is not fighting in a couple weeks. He's fighting in a couple months, or more like 1 month. He's fighting on UFC 292 against what's his name again? Who's GM3 fighting? I just talked about this the other day in a members video. GM3, Gerald. He's fighting against another guy. Oh yeah, Andre Petrosky. I'm picking GM3 to beat Andre Petrosky. I think he takes him out. Put some respect on Reyes' name. How to waste a call out 101. Yeah, that wasn't a great call out because the middleweight division is just, he's too far away from a guy like Jared Cannonier. Middleweight UFC rankings. Let's check and see who would actually make more sense for Brendan Allen. But amazing performance. I don't understand what Bruno Silva was doing. He's reaching the finish. Way too much, but Allen missed me with the power. But maybe Silva's chin is just starting to dip a little bit. He got dropped by 3. Now he got dropped by Brendan Allen. He made it out in his last fight after having a good scrap with Brad Tavares, but I think Pereira took that man's chin. Yeah, I'd like to see him fight Imavov. I think that'd be a good fight. Allen Imavov, or maybe Allen and Delidze. Yeah, but calling out Cannonier after you beat, bro, Bruno Silva is not even ranked. There's Nasruddin Imavov, Gaslam, Hermanson, Delidze, Brunson, Strickland. Yeah, man, I'd like to see him fight Costa. Or I'd like to see him fight Roman Dolidze. I think that'd be a good fight. Him and Roman, because I think he could beat Roman on the feet. And I think he could at least do well when it comes to the grappling. I think he could match Roman maybe when it comes to the grappling. So I'd like to see that fight. Dolidze versus Allen is a good fight to make. I don't think Dolidze has a fight coming up, right? Let's see. Is Roman Dolidze fighting anyone anytime soon? Roman Dolidze. Look at the news for Roman. Yeah, nah, he's not fighting anyone anytime soon. So yeah, I think Dolidze and Allen would be good. Or Imavov. Imavov didn't take a lot of damage in his last fight. Two of the best young up and comers in the division. I like that. I like that a lot. How old is Brendan Allen? Probably in his mid 20s, 27. Yeah, Imavov is I think 29. 28. Yeah. Perfect fight. One of those guys. Dolidze's pretty young too, despite the fact that he looks like an old man. Dolidze sucks. He got beat by Vettori. Yeah. But he's still ahead of him in the rankings. I don't know how, though. How the hell did Dolidze get that far in the rankings? We have to look at this. He Phil Haas, right? But that's not that great. Ah, of course. It was the Jack Hermanson win. Yeah. But Hermanson's a fraud. He's always been a fraud. Roman is kind of like the dark horse. No, he's not. He's not the dark horse of the middleweight division at all. The dark horse of the middleweight division is Brendan Allen or Anthony Hernandez, who's fighting Chris Curtis next. Chris Curtis is a fight. Nasruddin Imavov needs to get a fight. I think Anthony Hernandez is going to beat his ass. But I like Fluffy. I like Fluffy in that matchup. I think he's just going to gas Curtis out and just break him. And we just saw Curtis get taken down for the first time. And of course, it's going to be hard for Anthony to get past that first round, but Curtis isn't exactly a fast starter, and slow starters versus someone who never gets tired, it's never a good matchup for them. You know, we saw that, and the epitome of that is Piotr Jan and Merab. So, yeah, I think Hernandez and Brendan Allen are the real dark horses. Imavov, he looked good. He looked good against my man. He looked good against Curtis, but he got showed levels against Strickland, but he's still getting better. He's still getting better. Lucas, you would look more intimidating. Why would I want to go bald? I'm not going to go bald. If I have to, I will. I guess. Like if I at some point need to go bald and it's just starting to look rough, I will. But yeah, my goal is not to be the most intimidating looking person that there ever was. My goal right now is to look young and healthy. I respect Shara Bullet for KOing the guy who kissed that girl in public. I wish good for that brother. So yeah, fill me in. The person that he KO'd, was that his girl? Was that his girl that this guy kissed? Or was it just some random guy that kissed a girl in public and he wasn't fucking with that because he's, religious? Would you do a triathlon? I don't know, man. I'm not that into biking and swimming. Like I do enjoy biking. I do enjoy swimming, but just not as much as I like running. So probably not. I'd do a marathon though. Shara is based. I mean, I don't know too much about him. Just because he's knocked some guy out doesn't necessarily mean he's based. But who knows? Maybe there's more to him. Are you a good runner? I'm pretty good for the fact that I have a lot of muscle on me, and yeah, I'm pretty solid. Long distance. How can I see the fight? ESPN Plus, bro, or ABC. You mean the fights tonight? Or Lucas has no cardio? I have pretty good cardio, but I don't have like Marab cardio just because I'm not doing MMA style of training. But I have pretty good cardio, long distance stamina. He's getting drafted to the UFC, buddy, bro. Speaking of Shara, bro, Russia is in some serious shit right now. I don't know if you guys saw the news, but it's gonna get way worse. Way worse. No dropping no dropping a link in here. How about that bedroom cardio? Yeah, got that shit. I got that shit on lock. What happened? Just look it up, man. There's basically a civil war. Why did you rob Tizzer, bro? What do you mean rob Tizzer? Who's Tizzer? Um, Wagner retreated. Really? Did he? I didn't know. I didn't see that in the headlines this morning. But it is what it is. Let's talk MMA. When are you starting an OnlyFans? I'm not gonna do. I'm not doing an OnlyFans. That goes against everything I believe, my man. No way. To be fair, though, Charles Oliveira has an OnlyFans, and I don't think he's posting any weird shit on there. It just is it's a weird look, I don't want to have an OnlyFans. I'd rather just have one of those Patreons than an OnlyFans. If I did anything, it'd be a Patreon, not an OnlyFans. The OnlyFans thing is just weird. Like it just has a weird connotation, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't do it. That's like something that you would do if you're from Brazil or because they don't have the same idea of it. There it's like, oh, like you get to see me do a workout today. And in America, it's different. I feel Charles is packing. All right. Interesting. I haven't thought of that. Yeah, it has a bad stigma. Post vlogs on his OnlyFans. Yeah, he just did a house tour, bro. Speaking of Charles Oliveira, did you guys see his house tour? Because I watched a little bit of it. I skimmed it. There were English translation in the video, but dude, this guy has so many paintings of him on the wall. It's actually a little bit weird. Does anyone else find that strange? That Charles has like these massive paintings of himself everywhere in his house. Like in every room, he has these murals of him. I find that to be a little bit weird. You guys agree or not? You guys think that shit's strange? Look at this thing that he just posted on YouTube. Charles Oliveira house tour. What about Charles? Listen, I love Charles, and he is humble. I'm not saying he's not, but what I'm saying is, bro, this is strange. He straight up has like in the as soon as you enter his house, he has these massive paintings and pictures of him everywhere. Everywhere. Like if this were anyone else, if you walked into my house and I understand I haven't accomplished what he's accomplished, but still, if you walked into anyone's house, even if they're accomplished, and they just have like these huge fucking what do they used to call them? Fatheads? Like those big stickers of them on the wall, and there's just a bunch of pictures of them. That's just weird, bro. It's a little weird, yeah, but it could be the dark side of Charles. Low key, he's like a narcissist, right? Um, Thoughts on Guru's stream mogging yours? That's just, dude, the guy, the king of streaming in MMA. I'm trying to get the numbers up too, man. Hopefully, I can get there someday. But he's got that shit on lock. At the end of the day, dude, even if my channel is growing fast, like he'll always have massive streams because he's been doing that for so long. He's been streaming for a long time, so he just has that rapport. Um, Look at this, dude. Charles has a big mural of him everywhere. He's got photos of him riding his horse on the walls. He's got quotes. He's got his own quotes on the walls. This is weird, man. He's got pictures of him beating someone up. And it's not just pictures. I'm not talking about pictures. I'm talking about like big paintings on the wall in his living room, bro. Is Whitaker top 3 most well-rounded people in the UFC? No. No, he's not. He's up there, but he's not top 3. In the chariot ass horse is hilarious. Yeah. This black dude KO'd Nate. No, he did not. He hurt Nate the Train. He didn't finish him. Nate won that fight. They could be paintings that fans have sent him. Yes, that's true. But again, the fact that it's all over the house and it's like in the living room is still a little strange. Like he could have a gallery where fans, this is fan art. To be fair, maybe it is fan art. Show us the paintings. Just look it up on YouTube. Look at Charles Oliveira house tour. It's quite common to do that. A lot of rappers from South America do the same thing. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I guess it's just different. In the US, in the West, bro, like I know that's the West too, but not really. You know what I mean? People just find that to be strange, you know? Like give me another celebrity or something like that. Give me like if Dustin Poirier just had tons of paintings of him all over his house, people would be like a little weirded out. Your boy Jake is subscribed to Jessica Andrade OnlyFans. I don't believe that. Jessica Andrade. Oh, I don't want to see that shit, bro. No. I know she's posted some wild shit on there, apparently. I would leave your house. Well, yeah, if I had it, again, I'm not as accomplished, so it'd be even weirder for me. A painting would be cool, but they were actual photos, kind of weird. Yeah, but they're like half paintings, half photos, and they're massive too. It's just like, look at me everywhere. Like, we're already in your house, bro. We don't need to see that. It's just strange. I have Lucas T Fitness paintings all over my walls. Okay, that's dope. But it's also weird. Very weird. Having a picture of someone else is better than having a picture of you. Unless it's like a photo of your family, you know what I mean? Then it's different. It's different. If it's a photo of you and your dogs, it's different. But if I just had a bunch of photos of me flexing in the gym, like doing this and shit, that's weird. It's too self-centered. You mean developed countries? I mean, again, I don't know what it's. There are some countries that are pretty developed that might have that going on as well. Charles just has like probably he's got a photo of him fucking there too. Dude. He's probably got that broadcasting in the kitchen, dude. Jesus. But yeah, maybe this is just one room. Maybe it's like his trophy room. Okay, let's see. Let's see what he says when he's going into it. What if Emmett knocks Topuria out? I'll be pretty shocked. But yeah, in his staircase too. He's got pictures of him holding the belt throughout the entire wall that leads up the staircase. There's just a photo of him smiling with the belt. And then to the right of it, on the other side of the staircase, there's 2 pictures of him. One walking out, one getting interviewed. This is weird, bro. He's got a picture of him at the press conference in his red suit, but they're all big. That's the strange thing. Everywhere in the house, plastered everywhere. Dude, that's Charles Oliveira. I'm sorry to say it, guys, but he's obsessed with himself. You don't get it? He's illuminated. Dude, I understand that he's probably illuminated, but he's obsessed with himself. You cannot say otherwise. Lucas, you will never be Charles. How does that have to do with anything? Anyone that has shitloads of murals, big paintings, big photos of them all over their house is obsessed with themselves. Hey, I like Charles Oliveira. I think that's funny. I think it's cool. But it says something about him. And I don't really speak his language, but maybe some of you guys speak Portuguese and you kind of understand more about him than I do, but it's mad conceited. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but being obsessed with your accomplishments is like having your belt on a plaque, like having a painting of you holding your belt, but to have it everywhere in your house. I'm not, dude, he could have a trophy room with this, but it's everywhere, bro. Everywhere. On his staircase, in his kitchen. You know what I mean? Dude, there's a difference between being proud of yourself and being obsessed. You know what I mean? There's a difference. No athlete that I've seen has this shit going on with them. Maybe it's a thing in Brazil. Maybe it's just part of the culture to put photos of yourself everywhere, but I've only seen it once. I've only seen it once. And he does kind of strike me as a bit of a guy that, he walks on airs. I feel like he puts himself on airs. And hey, dude, he's a legend. I love Charles. He's a legend. But you cannot deny there's something a little fishy going on. Onama checked that kick from Santos. Ooh, Santos landed some good shots on Onama. Let's see how that Onama chin holds up. Ooh, good lead hook from Santos and good shots. Santos gets reversed. Went for the takedown. He gets reversed. And now Onama's in the guard of Santos. 4 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, guys. Gabriel Santos trapping the arm of Onama. Looks like he's going for an armbar. Oh, good elbow off bottom. And it looks like Santos is really going for a submission on bottom, but so far not able to get anything latched up. And Onama's on the feet. Oh, he hit. Gabriel Santos clipped him on the equilibrium. The back of the head. Good, solid low kick from Gabriel Santos. Onama's trying to find that jab. Good oblique kick from Onama. Both exchange 1-2s down the pipe. Good jab from Onama. I think he needs to establish that jab. Good jab to the body from Santos. Oh, and he just clips Santos with a hook. Good jab from Onama. But it looks like Santos is trying to counter in this fight. Couple of good leg kicks from Gabriel Santos. Lands straight down the middle. Good body kick from Gabriel Santos. Partially lands. Oh, he just rocked him. And he goes with a spinning back kick that doesn't really make a difference. He hurt Onama with that right hand or the left hand. Oh, he clipped him with an uppercut. And he's going for an armbar. And Onama's got caught in an armbar. Onama's out. Oh, he's got it. He still got it. And Onama's out. And now Onama is in the guard of Gabriel Santos. Have you ever been to a UFC event? I have. I've been to one. I went to UFC Long Island last summer. Ortega and Rodriguez. Pretty good card, but the main event, was a little bit strange, anticlimactic, because it ended due to a weird injury from Ortega. But I was impressed by Yair, nonetheless. Oh, and he's got another armbar. Yeah, and Onama's caught. He's caught, and he's out. Onama should not be grappling with him, but hey, Santos is dangerous on the feet. He's got a great left hand. Ooh, good. And Onama keeps switching stances. Fights out of both stances. Good body shot from Gabriel Santos. I think Santos is winning this round. Ooh, couple of good knees to the body from Onama. And Onama tagged Santos with a couple of good left hands straight down the pipe, but Santos has a good chin. Ooh, good lead hook from Onama. But I don't like the fact that he keeps going for these grappling exchanges. I think he's clearly outmatched on the ground. And now Santos is on top of Onama, but there's only 29 seconds left in the round. I don't think he'll be able to make much happen other than some ground and pound. Let's see if he can get that going. Onama doing a good job of trying to trap the hands. And he's trying to pass. Santos trying to pass. And he's almost inside control, but nope. Onama gets back up to his feet. And that's the round, pretty much. That's it. That's the round. I give that round to Santos. Onama no longer has Kraus in his corner. I did not know that he used to be trained by Kraus. Lucas wishes he was Charles. Why would I want that? Just saw a guy get his head's tongue cut out. Oh my gosh. What are you talking about? Onama looks tired. He's just resting on bottom. He was staring at the ceiling for like 10 seconds doing nothing. I just think he knew the round was almost over and he was trying to trap the hands. He doesn't look that tired to me. A reminder that Emmett is 38. I know, very old, which is a good sign because he still is pretty decent, but he's starting to slide. He's on a decline, which is ultimately another reason why I'm picking Topuria to beat him. But hey, if Emmett can win, that'll give me some confidence in Volkanovski continuing to win as well. Lucas, why don't you get Verdict MMA and post your picks? I want to do that with Instagram. I don't really use Verdict. I'd rather just do that with IG. Maybe I'll make an Instagram for Lucas Tracy MMA and just post my picks on there. Why don't you hit the Overeem diet and bulk up with horse beef and sauce? I'd like to try horse meat. I've heard it's pretty good. I know people that have tried it. Ooh. Oh! And they're going at it. They're swinging. He hit him with a spinning back fist. Santos hit him with a back fist. And they just started chucking hooks in the pocket. And Santos is trying to climb the back. He's got a leg hooked. And he's climbing the back. Used the fence. Just pushed off the fence. Really nice. And he's looking for the submission now. Onama's got his back taken. And it looks like the body triangle's in. And there's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the round. Not looking good for Onama at all. You can see he's breathing heavy with that body triangle. And let's see if he can stay composed and somehow get out of this. But he's already been outmatched on the ground early on in this fight, even though he's got out of some bad positions. Onama always looks like he doesn't want to be in there. I don't see that at all. Oh, good reverse. Onama just got out of it. Wow. That's not a sign of him looking like he doesn't want to be there, but he needs to get up to his feet. And Onama's starting to land some good shots. Both of these guys are very entertaining. Good elbows. Good elbows. 3 solid elbows from David Onama. Solid. Onama is landing some good shots. He is landing some good shots. Good elbow on bottom from Gabriel Santos. 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. And looks like Santos is trying to... Okay. Watch out for the up kicks. And Onama is back on him. Had an opportunity to let Santos up, but he's choosing to continue to grapple here. He's got him up against the fence. I don't really know what Onama is going for right now, but He is. What is Onama looking for here? Okay, it looks like he's trying to just land some. Oh, all right. He tried to throw him. Both of them trade jabs. Good, solid body kick from Gabriel Santos. Now they're on the feet. They're at range. Good leg kick from Santos. It's a close round. I'd say it's even right now. Very even right now. Santos wasn't really able to do much with the body triangle. I think Onama got the better of the grappling exchange with the solid shots that he landed. Good, good body shot from Santos, but Onama counters with a left hand. Looks like both of them are pretty tired. And Onama lands a good hook. Santos lands a knee into a jab. That push off the fence was elite. Yeah, it was nice. Good spinning back kick, but it barely lands. Ooh. Good hook right to the chin from Onama, and he lands another left hand. This is a close round, but I'm edging it towards Onama right now. I'm liking Onama this round, guys. Oh, good step and elbow from Onama, and a good jab, a leg kick, and another step and elbow, and a lead right hook as well on top of it. A good knee. Oh yeah, Onama's still in this round right now, and he. Oh, holy shit! Woo! Dope, dude. Look, he's doing the arrows. He's doing the arrows. God damn! Holy shit! Damn, bro. That was crazy. Onama just knocked his ass out, stunned him with an uppercut. Big follow-up shots, but bro, to be fair, let's be honest. The celebration, because he basically did exactly what Adesanya did, it kind of fucked it up a little bit. But hey, whatever. Respect. Yeah, it was a little bit cringy for the arrows. Come on, like do your own thing. It's all good. Who cares? I didn't like it when Adesanya did it. If I liked Adesanya, I would have said that Onama doing it is dope. But oh, dude, look at that. Hit him with the uppercut and then landed. Let's see. Boom, big uppercut, stiff jab, and a hook on the way down. Three-piece combination while he's falling down. Bro, that was amazing. That uppercut, jab, right hook. Ooh, damn, bro. That was crazy. Uppercut, jab, hook, bro. Look at that. That's sick. Damn, man. And Gabriel was winning the first round. I gave the first round to Gabriel, but Onama's got good cardio. Whoever was saying his cardio was sus, you guys were not right. Damn. All the altitude training that he was doing helped him out a lot. But that was a crazy KO. That's the best KO we saw today. That's better than the Allen finish. 100%. Holy shit. He didn't know what the arrows meant. That's Pereira's. Yeah, I understand. That it's a thing that Izzy did to fuck Pereira up because that's Pereira's thing. But either way, Onama he's probably a big fan of Adesanya. I just didn't like the Adesanya celebration because I don't like Adesanya. When he was doing it, I was pissed, bro. So it is what it is. Amazing performance from David Onama. That was sick. That was amazing. Let me just jot that down. My reaction, a minute. I'll say a minute and 10, around a minute and 10 seconds, or around a minute and 12. I'll do an hour. I'm sorry. Onama. It corrected me to Obama. Onama. KO. Amazing fight, guys. Main card's been epic so far. Now we have Austin Lane and Justin Tafa. I'm really looking forward to this one. That KO was crazy, guys. That was wild. Insane. Yeah, it corrected me to Obama, bro. Honestly, you should just run with that nickname. Justin Tafa, future champ. No, dude, he's not. This ain't a future champ. Justin Tafa, no way. That's Pereira's taunt. Yep. Did you see Emmett's gyno? Yeah, I know his gyno is horrific. I was in the chat, in the live chat, saying he's got some crazy gyno. Good KO from David Onama. Amazing KO. The main card isn't disappointing. Dude, the prelims weren't that bad. It's just that Magny and Phil Rowe at the end of the prelims, and then before that, Randy Brown. And of course, Wellington tournament's nothing special. The two fights that they had before the main card fucked it all up. They fucked the vibe up for the prelims because before that, the prelims were pretty decent. But you're never going to have a good Neil Magny fight. And Randy Brown's also one of the most boring fighters ever as well. I'd be fine if I didn't see another Randy Brown fight. I'd be just fine. Magny, you need him in the UFC to weed out the absolute frauds, though. Got to have him in there. Magny's a journeyman. Yeah, you have to have him around because if you can't beat Magny, then it really sets you apart from the guys that are actually good. You know, Phil Rowe, I thought he was going to have the ability to just stand at range, but his decision to clinch with Magny was enough for me to say, yeah, he's done. Terrible decision making. 3-piece combo: uppercut, jab. Oh, DC making him feel bad for cursing, bro. Fuck ABC, bro. Let him curse. Let him curse. Who cares? This is fighting. Oh wow, wow. I can't listen to someone say the word fuck, but I'm watching some guy get horrible brain damage and get his ass knocked out on live TV. We're watching guys get their teeth knocked out, but they can't say fuck. Come on, this is some bullshit. I understand though. I understand why they don't want cursing on ABC, but come on, these guys just fought. You're not. They don't remember that shit. They don't remember what you told them backstage. Magny's the biggest gatekeeper in the UFC. He's a solid gatekeeper, but there are different levels to gatekeepers. Magny is like the gatekeeper that'll never crack the top 10. And that's like a gatekeeper into the top 12, more than the top 10. And oh, look at this. I forget this guy's name. He just retired, right? Fuck. Well, what's this dude's name? You got to win on the Kansas card. Oh, Bobby Green. There we go. Bobby Green, dude, throwing up game. I'm doing this, man. I really do this shit, bro. Bobby Green and Jamal Hill. Such a legendary squad there. Onama pulled those arrows out of his neck here. Oh, that's hilarious. Bobby Green always makes me chuckle, bro. I fucking hell. I wanted to do a documentary on him, but it's too difficult to make. I don't even know where to start because he hasn't done anything that's like. He's had a tragic situation happen to him early on in life, but it would just be all over the place. It would just be a montage of Bobby Green funny moments. Pereira's a trendsetter with that celebration. Yeah. Jamal Hill looks 3 months pregnant. He always looks 3 months pregnant. Lucas, you think you could take on Magny? No. I would definitely get fucked up by Neil Magny. I can't believe they gave Magny a fight against Burns. Who sanctioned that? Dude, it's just pointless to see him in there with anyone that's actually been proven to be good. But you need Magny to fight these guys that are up and coming because now I know that Phil Rowe's never going to be ranked in his life and you may as well just get rid of him. Yeah, Jamal's got a very weird build, doesn't he? Very strange distribution of weight. But back to Oliveira, guys. I really do think that Charles having... Let me ask you guys in a poll. It's nice outside, too. Very nice outside. Rebus or Barber? No way. Are they actually on the main card? Fuck. Shit, man. Dude. Oh my gosh, bro. I was just starting to have a good time, man. Shit, bro. Listen. It is what it is. I'll go with Rebus. I'm not convinced by Macy Barber. What the fuck is this poll? We were just talking about how Charles has like these huge murals of him all over his house. It's a little bit strange. Yeah, most of you guys do agree. 37 votes. Okay. 75% say yes. 24% say no. Charles probably has a blow up doll with his face on it. Most likely. He's probably got bobbleheads of himself too. Those are the toys that he buys for his daughter. Why is Barbara the co-main? It makes no sense. I don't understand. It makes absolutely no sense. Is she from Florida? But even if she were, like, no one even knows. No one cares that she's from Florida. What else could have been there? I mean, I guess you could have done Magny Rowe on the main card, but that would have just kind of messed it up too. It is what it is. It is what it is. After we'll get to see Emmett and Ilia Topuria. It'll give us a nice break, because at least I think what the UFC is doing is they're giving us all these amazing fights before the co-main so that we can chill out a little bit and save our energy, save our voices. Because remember, Hamzat and Gilbert Burns was before Piotr Yan and Aljo. And like I feel like everyone just lost their energy before the main event. So they're just trying to let us peak properly. Because of her arch. Who? Rebus? She's got a good arch. Time for a nap. Yeah, I'll take a nap on stream. May as well. Lucas, do you have any tattoos or do you plan on getting any? I don't. I used to want to get a tat. If I were to get a tat, I'd probably just get like I like the denser tattoos. Like if I would get something, I'm not a fan of like the tat here and the tat there and the tat there. I'd want to get like, something all on my arm, something all on my shoulder, a dense tattoo that like covers one part of your body. But I'm not going to get a tattoo. Just no desire to. But if I did, it'd be something like that. Who's the baddest female fighter? Not Tabitha Ricci. Bedtime. He made me look at her a little bit differently. He said that she looks exactly like Paulo Costa, like a female version of Costa, and I can't unsee that. She's all right. She's got a nice body, but I think she's on the sauce, to be fair. So like, I'm not that into that kind of look. Like women that are too built, she looks good on TV. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like if you see these women in person, they're just a little bit too hench. And I feel like she'd have a deep voice as well. I'm not into that. I think she's a little too masculine, to be fair. She looks good at the weigh-ins, bro. A lot of these people look good at the weigh-ins, but I could just see her in real life. I bet she's got like a thick neck and deep voice. Cortez, no. Cortez is overrated as fuck, bro. I'm sorry. I don't think she's attractive. I'm not into it. I'm not into it at all. You're talking about Ortega's ex, right? I'm not into it. I think she's the most overrated girl in the game. Thick neck, Adis Menace. Yeah, she's got like a big burly neck, right? A lot of these women in the UFC, again, they look good on the TV when they're, but I could just imagine in person they're probably a little bit more masculine. I'm just not into that. Tracy, I like, I think Mackenzie Dern's pretty attractive. I don't find any woman with the six pack itself is already like listen, hey, it can be nice. It can be nice, but it also depends what else they got going on, If it's a six pack and it's the striated delts and it's the fucking buffalo neck, it's like, bro, this is just too you got to be on some sauce, what's going on, right? I'm just not into that. If a girl just has some abs, like some slightly visible abs, or even if she just has naturally good abs because she's just doesn't store fat there, it's not an issue, depending on what else is around it. Yeah. You don't want like rock hard, veiny abs, bro. No. Like some Zhang Wei, some Zhang Wei Li shit. What's gonna happen if Volk gets KO'd? I'm gonna be devastated. I'll be very sad. I like to think right now that I'll be fine with it. I'll just laugh, but most likely I'll be pissed. I'll be very upset. But I know it's a possibility, and I'm gonna be Mr. Humble when I make my prediction because I don't take Volkanovski fights lightly. I'll probably be fine. I'll be cool. I'll be cool. I think Tracy Cortez is overrated as hell, bro. Yeah, like Polyana Viana, I can understand that. Doug Rose, nah, dude, I never saw it. I mean, dude, she's fine. She's fine. I'm not gonna act like, nah, bro, she's trash. But that's not like the best. Doug Rose looks a little bit, I think she looks like that. She's got that trailer park kind of look. Pena? No, Pena. I don't understand why people say Pena. I don't. Hey, we all have different things that we're into. I don't get the Pena thing. I don't get the Pena thing. She's got a big neck too. I don't understand that. Doug Rose, Pena looks, yeah, dude. Pena, nah. Yeah, dude. Mackenzie Dern, she looks like GSP. Dude, Mackenzie Dern she looks natural, bro. She doesn't look like she's on sauce and she doesn't have this big neck, you know? A lot of these chicks in the UFC, again, they look good on camera, but if you were actually there, if you're actually in person, I bet they look, yeah, what up, what up? If you were to say hi to Top of the Richie, she'd probably be like, hey, nice to meet you. Like she'll have a deep ass voice. I guarantee it because she's definitely on some sauce. And I just think that'd be a huge turnoff, bro. It's just not. It's not good. It's cool if a girl's voice is not, it doesn't have to be like super high pitch, you know? It just, yeah. Dern acts feminine. Yeah, exactly. You Hypervolks daddy? Yo, Jacob, MMA Dynasty in the chat. Guys, check out MMA Dynasty. Uh, I think Volk's got him. I trust his specifics, Jacob. I trust his specifics too much. I don't think he's got an issue here. And I understand that Yair's dangerous, but I'm watching Yair again and I'm thinking to myself, dude, this is Emmett, old man Emmett getting cracked. Volk ain't getting cracked like that. And if Volk does get cracked, it's going to be a body shot. It's going to be a body kick. It's going to be a kick landing off the guard. You know, I think he'll be fine. I don't even think he's going to KO him if he lands a head kick. I think he needs to land a perfect shot to put him out. My phone broke, so I'm on our account. I'm hyped, but hey, man, that Onama KO was insane, right? And same with Brendan Allen. He proved me wrong, Brendan Allen. Because, hey, I was saying that I thought Bruno Silva was going to take it. I knew it was a close fight, but I was saying I wanted Silva to win. I'm cool with Allen winning. If that's how he was going to win, fuck yeah. I'm happy that he won. Alexa Grasso has the innocent look to her. She's low-key. Yeah. Alexa Grasso is better than a lot of these other chicks that you guys are mentioning. To be fair, MMA YouTube community has a lot of interesting looking characters as well. Gingers and blonde curls. Okay. Yeah, dude, I'm an interesting looking character as well. I ain't gonna say I'm not. All your predictions are wrong so far. All my predictions. I haven't really posted a full cards predictions. I've just said that Bruno Silva probably wouldn't get the win. I mean, I'm sorry. I said Brendan Allen. I didn't think he was going to get it, but it wasn't like this is exactly what's going to happen. I didn't really make a real pick on it. You know, the best pygmy on YouTube. Thank you, man. Thank you. Off topic, but I don't understand why the heavyweights like Justin Tafa don't try to get leaner to get faster and more athletic. I think some of them are genuinely better when they're fat, but you're right. Most guys, they should not be in the heavyweight division. They have no business fighting in heavyweight. And again, Chris Daukaus, if he were to never consider heavyweight and he were to just mold himself into a light heavyweight, or I'm sorry, probably a middleweight, because he's still going to be too small for light heavyweight, his career would have panned out differently. But now that he's used to fighting at heavyweight and all the weight that he's carried has slowed him down, he's been KO'd a bunch of times, it's too late. I think he's beyond the point of no return. Here's Austin Lane. I remember seeing him on the Contender Series last fall. But he's not that great. I think Top is going to knock him out. They like seed oils too much. Yeah, they like to eat too much. That's what it is. Listen, just because like a lot of guys have this idea that just because they're fat and they like eating a lot of food, that makes them a heavyweight. Like, no, it just makes you lazy. Most people like that are lazy. Tafa, guarantee you, this dude's always been like this. Always been like this. His parents are probably built like this. He is one of those guys that genuinely should be like in this heavyweight division, but most people aren't like that. You know what I mean? He's like a Mark Hunt build, right? He trains with Mark Hunt. DC is a good heavyweight, but most people, no. Like this guy, Austin Lane, this guy is a real heavyweight, right? He's lean, he's tall. Most fat guys in the heavyweight division, like, bro, Topuria could be a light heavyweight. He would have been better as a light heavyweight. Yeah, I know he played in the NFL, but he's not that great. I've seen him fight before. He's not that great. I think Top is going to knock him out, bro. I really do. 6'6". Do you know what percentage of women watch the UFC? I can't imagine there'd be a lot. Sergey, a real heavyweight, dude's a tank. Yeah, Sergey is an example of a heavyweight. Like the guys that are at the top of the division are legit heavyweights. You know, Curtis Blade's legit heavyweight. I'm talking about the unranked guys that are just kind of shit and don't have a lot of power. If you're in the heavyweight division and you don't have a lot of power, unless you're literally like built like Gone, then there's something going on. You know what I mean? Parker Porter, there's something going on there. You should have never been a heavyweight. Ooh, good body kick and a good jab. Oh, solid body kick from Julian Lane. I might be wrong because he's looking good, but I just get this idea that if Tafa lands a good shot, oh, I think he got poked. I just get this feeling that if Tafa lands a good shot, it's over. Dude, Tafa's eye could be fucked. Bro, the way he reacted to that was bad. Imagine his eye is it's just missing. I don't think so. Oh, right in the eye. He got poked right in the eye. That was bad. Gone. Yeah, Gone doesn't have a lot of power, but he's still built like a heavyweight. Like that guy's not making light heavyweight. And Gone is a freak in and of his own right, you know. He's got a freakish athletic ability too. Did Emmett versus Topuria fight end? No, it's at the end of the card, bro. Yeah, that eye poke was nasty. Honestly, guys, I'd love to see this fight continue, but if it'll put us closer to the main event, I'm not going to be upset. I want to see this play out, though. It was, even though we're only a few seconds into it, he's going to pull out. It's bleeding. Oh, his eye's bleeding. It's over. Up to 5 minutes. Up to 5 minutes. Yeah, give him some time. Give him some time. He's bleeding. Dude, he's like, he ain't fighting. He's done. He's done. You could already see it. He doesn't want to. He's done. It's a bad eye poke. It's a really bad eye poke. Justin is trolling, dude. He's not trolling. He just got speared in the eye. I think he's getting better though. Jesus, give him like 3 minutes. Give him 3 more minutes. He needs to take all the time. He needs to take all the time. Give him time, bro. I hate how the doctor looks like he's about to stop it. Just give this motherfucker some time. Dude, imagine he pooped his pants and it's not even that bad. It's just he's starting to play it off right now because he knows he shit his pants and it's like, fuck, dude, I have to pull out now. And he's sitting down because it's like dripping down his. I don't think that's happened. I don't know if that's the case, but it's a bad eye poke. I would have ate that. Nah, the eye poke was bad, bro. Most of us would not have been able to eat that. Bilal's eye poke wasn't as bad as this. This was a bad one. Let him chill. Let him chill. I think he'll be fine. Hey, Lucas, have you watched Vote Sport? In my opinion, it's the best combat sports channel out there. I've heard of it. I feel like I know the name, kind of. They have like a red. It's Vote Sport spelled in red, right? Red color for the font. I don't really watch them though. This is the worst eye poke I've seen. It's probably not the worst, but okay, the worst you've seen, yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty bad one. It's pretty bad. I think they're going to stop it. I don't think they're going to continue. They're not going to continue. Yeah, dude, he's not going to continue. But hey, the fact that he's sitting down makes me think that yeah, it's over. It's it. It's over. It's going to be a no contest. 3:20. They have a minute and a half left. Dude, if it's not better now, it's not going to get that much better in a minute and a half, to be fair. It's not like it's going to be all good in a minute. They're going to stop the fight. He doesn't look like he's too keen to go on. And I know he wants, dude, he probably wants to get paid, right? Wants to get that win money, but it looks pretty bad. Dude, he's shaking his head. Nah, dude, he's done. He's done. The body language, nah, he's done. Does no one get the win bonus from it? Yeah, no one's getting a win bonus if there's a no contest. Sounds like he got his eye got impaled. That's what it looked like. Oh, wait a second. What are they doing? Julian Lane's pissed. I knew it. There's no way they were going to continue with the way that Tafa was acting. Dude, Tafa's pissed. It's like, why you do that, man? Damn, that's anticlimactic, bro. Shit, man. All right, can we just get, Macy Barber in the cage? Can we just get him in the cage now, please? Do we have to wait 20 minutes? Just throw him in the cage. If I was in charge of the UFC, I'd start ushering them out now. Just get out there. As soon as the ceremony's done, 30 seconds later, there should be Barber and Rebus in the cage. Just get them in there. We need to get close to the main event. All right? Because I was actually getting hyped for that. I was getting hyped. Tafa Lane was bound to be a pretty good scrap. It looked good when it started. Got to feel bad for Lane. Gets a fight on the main card in his hometown. I know that sucks, man. That really does suck. I didn't even know it was his hometown, but now that you mentioned the Jaguars, yeah, there you go. Looked good at the start with the kicks and then this, yeah. I had a feeling Tafa was going to be able to eat his shots and knock him out, but yeah, is what it is. Pound for pound, best eye poke in history. That's a solid eye poke. Yeah. If it was a Jones fight, they probably would have pressured the guy to continue. I was actually interested in this fight. Same. It's going to be a good fight. The next fighter's just running into the cage like, yeah, can we just get them in there now, please? Just start walking out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, cut the music. Cut the music. No announcer, Roof Buffer. We don't need you in the cage. Let's just get them going now, please. Come on. Lane is so uncoordinated. Dude, it's an accident. That shit happens all the time. You can't really. Happy birthday, Eric. Happy birthday, Eric. Enjoy your day. Just fighting. Yeah, can we just get them can we just get them out, please? Can we just get them to fight in the locker room? Just post it on Street Beefs or something like that. What's up, Lucas? Listen to this at the gym. What's good? Amanda Rebus. Okay, to be fair, why is Rebus is looking like Wanderlei right now, bro? No, she's not looking like Wanderlei. Who does she reminds me of Aldo. Yeah, man. Rebus looks like Aldo. Her eyes, bro. She's got those Aldo eyes. Anyone else see that? She got those like Aldo eyes, looking like she's from Mordor. People say Vittori looks like an orc. Nah, Aldo looks like a fucking orc. For real, for real. But Rebus still has a nice smile. I don't know what it is about Barber. I just... All right, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Barber kind of fine, not gonna lie. She does look feminine. She does look feminine. UFC should use Trevor Whitman's new gloves. Yeah, let's look at Trevor Whitman's gloves. Trevor Whitman gloves. Let's see if I can actually find a photo of them. Oh, yeah, they're curved, huh? The Onyx glove, of course. Oh, here they are. Gagey's wearing them. Nah, dude, I don't really like the look of them that much. You can't really hit people with the knuckle, to be fair. I think it would get rid of a lot of impact, to be fair. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the look of Trevor Whitman's gloves. They look a little bit too baggy and bulky. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that, to be fair. Rebus got a nice body. If she shaved her head, she'd be identical. Literally, she would be like the young Aldo. This is a good women's division. Did you see Masvidal? Did you see Masvidal is doing bare knuckle? Yeah, I have seen that. He's been doing that for a couple months now. Maybe not those ones, but UFC definitely needs better gloves. Yeah, I could understand that. I could understand it, but you kind of need to have something like that. I don't know. The UFC gloves, it looks like you can see the knuckle, right? So it just looks really aesthetic overall. And it probably just feels more natural, right? Lucas, why don't you... I do predict these fights. I have predicted these fights before on my full card predictions. I've given a real good breakdown for Shevchenko and Grasso. I gave an amazing breakdown. I did a really solid breakdown for Amanda Nunes too. Really good one. Listen, I'll do a good prediction for Blanchfield as well. I'll do a good prediction for that. I will. I am excited for Blanchfield and who Blanchfield versus Santos, of course. Yeah, Palo Santos, bro. I ain't gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Santos, you know what I mean? Hey, she man. Yeah, dude. I'm rocking with. Oh, she has a deep voice. Ah, yeah. Never mind. No, I'm just saying Santos. You know, she's alright. She's alright. I remember the Weasels vid. He spent like 8 minutes on Charles and Benil, 45 seconds on Amanda Alda. To be fair, it's like, come on, man. What do you like? What do you want? What do you want from us? If you want an in-depth breakdown, then it's gonna be like Zhang Wei Li and it's gonna be Yan Jiao Nan. And even that, bro, I'm just gonna throw it on the full card, bro. There's so many other picks. You know what? UFC 290, I have a lot of picks because this week I'm gonna get the Strickland and Abu Smagomedov prediction out early on Monday. So I'll probably have that out like Monday morning because I'll start watching some fights tomorrow night. I've seen a lot of Strickland's fights. I need to again. I've seen some of Abus's KOs. A lot of his fights in the PFL haven't gone the distance, so I need to find some of those ones. And then I'm gonna start doing my predictions for UFC 290 this week. So I'm thinking of doing my Volk pick. It'll probably come out this week, and I'm gonna do a documentary on Volk. So I might not have many videos. I'd like to get 4 out, but I don't think it's possible with the kind of documentary that I want to do for Volkanovski. I want to do a Volk prediction video, and I want to post that this week. I want to do a documentary on the biggest frauds in MMA for Garam Kutaledzi's fight because he's, in honor of Garam fighting next weekend. Of course, Strickland and Abus, and there'll probably be some news videos as well. So, yeah. But I can't wait for UFC 290 because I have so many prediction videos. I'm going to do a Whitaker one. I'll do a Jalen Turner, Dan Hooker one. I'll do a Moreno and Pantoja one because I'm thinking that Moreno is going to get it done. I see a lot of people picking Pantoja, but I'm liking Moreno. There's so many fights. UFC 290. Or let's see if there's anything else that I need to do a prediction on because I will do a full card prediction for this. But yeah, not for Bo Nickel and Trayshawn Gore. I don't need a solo vid just for that. Brady and Madalena. Maybe I'll do a video on that, Brady and Madalena. But I'll probably just add that to the full card predictions. Topuria analysis. Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that after the main event. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. As soon as the stream is over, I'll just talk about the card, especially recap the main event. Man, I'm starting to get worried about the main. I'm not even gonna put it out there, but I'm starting to get worried that something fluky happens in the first round. I hope to God that that's not the case. Lucas, you'll shave your head for the Volk fight, or you ain't a fan. I'm not shaving my head for the Volk fight. I've never done that, and Volk's been just fine throughout his career. Yeah, Moreno's a better fighter than Pantoja. I agree. I think Pantoja's good. He's dangerous, but he's older now, and Moreno's in his prime. He's at his peak, and the Moreno that fought Pantoja was a shadow of who he is now. Like Pantoja wasn't as good as he is now either, but he hasn't improved as much as Moreno, and I think Moreno's improvements are. I think he's gonna beat Pantoja. I'm picking him by decision. He's old. Yeah, he's gotten older. I'm craving some big buckwheat pancakes with some butter chicken. Bro, I'm having some cookbook food after this. That's for sure. I'm having myself a nice chimichurri steak, homemade chimichurri sauce straight from the cookbook with some rice and some veggies, probably some grilled onions as well. I went out yesterday to I went to a French restaurant yesterday. Speaking of food, I had myself some escargot. I had some snails. I got some beef tartare, and I got pizza, which I kind of regretted getting a pizza at a French restaurant. I was just craving a heavy, heavy meal. Snails, yeah, snails are excellent. They're good. They're a little bit of a ripoff though, because they usually only give you like 6. And again, you could literally eat them in one mouthful. They give you 6 of them, and they're like this big, but they taste great because they mix them in butter and garlic, and they gave them out with some good bread, some brown bread. Duplessis outgrapples Whitaker. There's a chance. That's his only chance. That's what I'm going to say in my prediction. His only way to beat Whitaker is to find a really solid position on the ground. And it's going to be really difficult to do that with Whitaker. He's going to have to hurt him first, but I think that's his way to win. I think that if he's going to finish Whitaker, it's by sub, not by KO. Do you eat the shells? I don't eat the shells, but I did have a quail egg, raw quail egg, and I ate the shell. Yeah, some raw beef, not raw snails, no, but I had some raw beef yesterday. Did you see the wrestling happening in the main event? Do you see any wrestling happening? Yes, for sure, probably. Unless it ends in like the first couple minutes from a KO, I think we'll see some wrestling. Yeah, get those early picks out soon so I know not to bet on. Okay, will do. I do have something going on with my bookie, so if you're interested and you want to bet against my picks, get a good bonus. You can get a bonus from my code, man. Man, I swear to God, the last time the MMA community was so sure someone would win. I know I am worried because of that. It definitely worries me a little bit, but Whitaker respects Duplessis a lot. That's one thing that I'm taking confidence from. Whitaker's not the kind of guy to overlook an opponent. Everything that he said leading up to this makes me believe that he's taking this very seriously. Yeah. I swear to God, the last time the MMA community was so sure someone would win, it was Bilal versus Burns. Look at what happened. I feel like the same thing will happen, but I'm really pulling for Whitaker. Yeah, I am too. I am as well. But again, that's the only real way in which Duplessis is going to win this fight is if there's some kind of fluke injury. Lucas, I think Rose is going to starch Fiorot. The chick looks so average against Jakugian. I know. I don't think Fiorot's that good. I don't understand why people hype her up so much. And we're talking about a girl who's beaten Zhang twice. Yeah, I'm going to pick Rose as well. But to be fair, Rose Namajunas, she's a little bit of a mental case, right? That's always that's always something to worry about if you're picking Rose. Is she going to show up like she did against Carla Esparza? Because Fiorot's going to take the fight to her if she does show up like she did in the Carla fight. But I think if Rose shows up looking like her usual self, she'll probably win. She'll probably get that one. Topuria has that old Connor rise. He has to beat an unbeatable Volk like how Connor fought an unbeatable Aldo. Yeah. If he beats Volkanovski, it'll be very reminiscent to Connor knocking out Aldo for sure. Co-main will be fight of the night. It definitely will not be. Can we just hurry up? Can we get them in the cage, please? Get them in the cage. Let's go. That's disgusting. It's not that gross. I'm thinking about seed oil chips. Most chips are seed oil chips. You don't even have to preface it with that. Most chips are, in fact, riddled with seed oils. Accurate finest women in the UFC. Number one, Lipsky. Okay. Jacqueline Amorin. Dude, I don't even know who that is, bro. Jack. Cortez, nah, dude. Cortez ain't even in the top 50, homie. Not even in the top 50, bro. Topuria gets a third round submission, stamp it. That's Joey's prediction. That's MMA Joey's pick. Third round sub. I'm thinking a first or second round KO or submission. I think the submission is just as likely as a KO. I think that if Ilia drops Emmett, we're gonna see Emmett kind of just wilt and say, fuck it. I'll just accept defeat. Because I don't think he's as hungry. And I think his tests starting to dip. As you can see, that gyno's coming out of the woodworks big time. It means his hormones are all out of whack right now. So I think Ilia's going to make a statement, but we're all hoping that Ilia gets it done. I will be fine if he loses though, because I know Volkanovski will get out clean, unscathed. He can ride off into the sunset, not have to worry about people pressuring him to fight Topuria. Especially if Topuria wins this matchup, he's going to look like a world beater. So, yeah. But if Volkan beat Yair, yeah, dude, he's destroying Topuria, bro. Yair's more dangerous on the feet. Who's that? Who's that? In the corner. Hmm? Who's that in the corner? Lucas says odd taste. Mackenzie and Tyler Santos. Uh, Crazy, right? I think you guys have odd taste with your fucking Cortez picks, bro. Everyone's saying Cortez, Cortez. No fucking way. Man's eating fancy. I always waste money on eating out. It's not a I shouldn't be doing it. I should not be doing it. Like I don't even have like, you know what? It is what it is. I think that's the only vice that I have when it comes to like spending money. It's on food, and I don't mind it, you know. I don't mind it. I enjoy it. And yeah, as I get older, I love going out to eat. But it is a little bit of a waste of money, and you know, it's not the best, especially if you're concerned with their health, because I still know that a lot of these restaurants do cook with seed oils, but I usually go to a nice restaurant. I get like decent quality food. But tonight I'm cooking at the house. I have perfect dinner lined up, some chimichurri steak, onions, rice. So I'm excited. I love some onions, you know, grilled onions with some steak and rice. Nothing better than that. Nothing better. Andrade. Ragdoll? No, I never said I wanted to get ragdolled by Andrade, bro. Where are you coming up with this? I've never said anything of the sort. I've only said the opposite. Fucking hell. Andrade. That's nuts. Fern is the bat. Fern. Oh, Dern. Ring girls. The ring girls are for the fucking streets, bro. Please, no, thank you. They're even worse. They're even worse, man. Okay, no lie, no lie. Of course, the ring girls are attractive, but they're so like they're like part of the wall. They're part of the background. You know what I mean? I don't really view them in that light. You know, I don't view them as oh look at that. You know, I'm just thinking that's just it's just as good as me seeing it on a video game playing UFC. It's like part of the background basically. It does nothing. Yeah, I don't think they do kind of ruin the vibe, but listen, I'm so used to it that I don't even care. But my ultimate point is I'm not big on them. I'm not Habib out here saying get rid of them. I'm not like that. It's tradition. It's like part of the tradition, and I fuck with that. I fuck with the tradition of combat sports. If you want to have that, especially if you're talking about like the Western tradition of combat sports. But yeah, not really like thirsty over these ring girls. No, thank you for the streets. Look at that. I'm telling you, man. Rebus is like a Jose Aldo. She shaved her head. She's got the Aldo eyes, right? Can you confirm Nunez is a cock and balls? I can't, but Nunez was just popped out the room. I actually think Nunez is probably I wouldn't be shocked if she was natty. And there are so many girls that are probably on sauce in the UFC. Nunez is actually one of them that might be natty. She just probably came out like that. Dude, Rebus got that Aldo stare. You know, wide eyes. Rebus used to be a way less defensively sound, but I mean, she's not like a savant out here on the feet. Don't get me wrong, but I remember when she got into the UFC, she was really going for finishes, going buck wild for finishes, and then she got KO'd on the McGregor card. You guys remember that? Who did she get KO'd by? I kind of forget. I got to look this up. And Rebus looking for the clinch. She got KO'd by Marina Rodriguez. Yep. But she's pretty all right. Fighters get 10K while ring girls make 70K. 70K per event? Jesus. Jesus. That's good. That's good money. But they're not at every event, right? But hey, if you're at like 6 events a year, that's good money. Great money. And Reboss with a nice judo hip toss. And now she's in the guard of Macy Barber. Barber gets back to the fence. I don't understand what the hype is with Macy Barber. I don't get it. I'm talking about skill hype. I know we've been having these other combos, but I'm talking about skill, guys. I don't get it. Hey man, I'll be hyped for Topuria and Emmett. This is fine. They're giving us a nice little break. What is she doing? Oh, her face is bloodied up. What is she doing? What is Reboss doing? Why is she sticking her arms out in the air, flailing it around? Ooh, good shot from Barber, though. Lucas, did MMA Joey ignore you? Ignore me? What do you mean? No? What do you mean, ignore me? I've got some paint to watch dry for 15 minutes. All right, man. See you. See you, man. Enjoy. Have a good time, man. We'll be, yeah, we'll be suffering. Enjoy your paint watching session. She's trying to summon the power of Charles Oliveira murals. Yeah, dude. She's trying to get that Charles Oliveira mural power. She's going to have to get a couple more paintings in her house of her, a couple more portraits and fatheads of her on the wall if she wants to get to that level. She's leaking. Yeah, I know. Jesus. Reboss has a lot of scar tissue. She got in a scrap in her last fight, to be fair. She was in an all-out war, so Barber's fucking her up. I guess this is where Barber does her best work. So let's hope for a finish. Where do you rank DC on the all-time list? I put DC in the top 10. I'd say he's probably around like the 8 or 9 spot. Probably like the 8 or 9 spot. Yeah. Do you think Charles's career turned around when he put pictures of himself up? Probably. No, but I don't know, man. I wonder if they're new. Maybe he just started doing this after the Islam fight, but most likely not. He's probably had this for a while now. It is a new house, to be fair. It is a new house, but very strange. Very strange. And that's just something to be said. Charles Oliveira is obsessed with himself and not in a healthy way, probably. Hey, I love Charles. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely love him. One of my favorite fighters. I respect his grind and all that. But, dude, having massive, mountainous pictures, paintings, murals, fatheads, bobbleheads. He probably has some pillows like Henry Cejudo carries around too, of him all over his house, no matter where you go, in the kitchen, on both sides of the staircase. That's very, very weird. Very weird. And it's more than just a Brazilian thing. It's probably I don't buy that they all do that. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone earlier on in the chat said that this was a typical thing that like Brazilian people do, but I don't know about that. It gets creepy when you talk. I know, literally all over the place. All over the place. I'm talking about Charles. Yeah. Still talking about him. Lucas, you should rock a Volk hairdo. Nah, dude. Oh, like the old one, the faux hawk. Or are you talking about bald? Should I go bald? Serial killer? Nah, it's not like that. I don't view Charles like that. I just think he's like, I think his head might be a little bit up his ass, but it is what it is. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna have to justify my take. Well, Charles is accomplished. It's weird, bro. It's fucking weird, dude. Let's be real. There's no justification for it. I don't care how many accomplishments you have. You don't just put a bunch of fucking dude. I know he says he's Illuminato. Hey. He believes it. He fully believes it. To be fair, this is probably what got him to be so successful. It's that crazy mindset that he has. But yeah, he's like Johnny Bravo, basically. This crazy mindset that he has. And all those quotes, there's more to it. Usually when I hear Charles say Illuminato and all this stuff, like he's chosen by God, I just think, oh, typical, religious guy in the UFC, typical Christian, like shouting out God, point upstairs. But he really, really, really means it about himself. But it's all good. It just makes him more of a character. I absolutely love it. It just gives me more material on Charles. So it's great. And it makes him more interesting than not. It's actually it just makes him even better. Smash. None of them, bro. Lucas, you would look more intimidating as bald. Of course, I guess most people would look more intimidating if they were bald, to be fair. Pereira looks more intimidating. Everyone would look more intimidating. The ref is having the time of his life. I mean, dude, the blood kind of fucks it up. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're definitely getting after it, but yeah, it's something methy about it, right? It's, well, I wouldn't shave my head for no reason. Maybe if I was a fighter and I was trying to like cut all the bullshit. I like how Volkanovski did it for the purpose of just I think he cared too much about oh, and she drops Barber. And Amanda Ribas gets hit with a good shot too. Oh! She tagged her with a head kick. Barber got her with a head kick. Oh! Oh! And she's got her on Crib Street. Oh! She got her on Crib Street, and that was a headbutt. That was a bit of a headbutt. And Barber's about to finish her. Barber's about to finish her in the second round. Amanda Ribas getting grounded out. And damn, that's a scrap. That's a scrap. Damn, dude, she's busted open. Holy shit. Damn. Good win. Get off. Get off. All right. Barbara wins. Woo! Yo. That's a good fight. It's a good fight. Head clash. Yeah, there was a head clash there. You noticed it too. There was a bit of a head clash that rocked Ribas as well. She did get stunned, but there was a head clash before she got dropped again. Let's see. Here's the head. Ah, that's that right hand into a head kick. That's such a good combination. Such a great combo. We've been seeing that exact combo in a lot of finishing sequences on every single card recently. And then here's the head clash. We're about to see it. Okay, lands the right hand and oh no head clash there. No head clash. There was a head clash before the kick though. There was a head clash before the kick, but not after the kick. That was I think they bumped shoulders or they both hit each other's head on each other's shoulders, but yeah, that was a great fight. Let me look that up. Let's see. Barber record, my man. Why am I looking at images? Barber. Yeah, here we go. 5-fight win streak for Macy Barber. Miranda Maverick. Miranda Maverick's a fraud. Montana De La Rosa. Jessica I. Andrea Lee. Yeah, but she took that by robbery. She robbed Andrea Lee. Right? That was a bit of a robbery, a bit of a sketchy fight, to be honest. Lucas leaving quickly to log calories. I'm not logging calories. Lucas, what was for breakfast? I had some steel cut oats. I had some pecans in the steel cut oats, some honey, some blueberries, some blackberries, raisins, and whole milk, grass fed milk. So I just had that. I haven't had a lot of, I don't have protein for breakfast every morning. So just oatmeal. And that's it. I'm starving right now. I'm absolutely ravenous. I want to eat. As soon as this is over, I'm going to have some bread and butter, and then I'm going to make my recap. I'll probably make my recap before, but I'm hungry as fuck, man. I need to eat. Does eating Domino's lower? Yeah, Domino's. I want to have Domino's again. I've been craving Domino's for a long time, but I haven't had it in years. But I've been seeing Domino's trucks out and about. Their marketing makes it look good, but I've only ever been disappointed with Domino's. Ever since I was a kid, I used to like Domino's when I was a little kid, but not anymore. Every time I've had it throughout the past 10 years, it's been trash and massively disappointing. Pizza is usually disappointing. I don't recommend ordering pizza. I think pizza is always the wrong choice because every slice is the same. I feel like a couple slices, 3 slices max. Otherwise, you're just going to keep eating to fill yourself up. But it doesn't have the variety. It doesn't have enough tools in the arsenal. You know what I mean? It doesn't have enough weapons, pizza. So you need more. You need more than it. I've been fasting till 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Okay, so you're in the UK. It's not even 5 here. It's about to be 5, 4:59. Rebus got her finger in the air. Why is Rebus pointing up? I don't know. She's so rocked that she thought that it went to a decision, probably. Lucas, I love the grind. Keep it up. Thank you. Yeah, I love Domino's as a kid. Nowadays, I can't eat it. They must have changed something. Like McDonald's has changed too. I remember McDonald's used to have better food. And to be fair, I haven't had it in a while, but 2018, McDonald's had the fucking best food, bro. Best food. The chicken sandwiches, the crispy chicken sandwiches at McDonald's used to be so good. And then they got rid of them and they like made them worse. Domino's in like 2013, 2012, that was peak Domino's. It's gotten worse. A lot of these fast food places get lazy and they lower their standards. They cheap out. They cut corners. They put hormones in it to shrink your balls. That's basically what all the food is, guys. All the food is basically to shrink your balls. You have to have caught on to this by now. KFC fries used to hit different. I haven't had KFC in a long, long time. I used to eat it for Super Bowls, but I don't watch the Super Bowl anymore. Buffalo pizza and wings are goated. I think I don't watch the Super Bowl. I think the Super Bowl is a bit, if you like football, you're gonna watch it, but I don't get why you would watch the Super Bowl if you don't like football. I guess you just want to see the pinnacle of the sport, but there's just too much bullshit involved. Chipotle smacks. Chipotle's the same case as Domino's. Chipotle's gotten worse. Every time I've had Chipotle recently, I have had Chipotle throughout the past year. The last few times I've had it, it's been completely shit, to be fair. It's been terrible. So Chipotle's fallen off big time. Their quality is nowhere near as good as it used to be. Five Guys is good. Five Guys is good. That's actually one of the only fast food places I could eat at semi regularly because they don't cook their burgers in seed oils. They don't cook their fries in seed oils. It's not like healthy, but they cook it in peanut oil, so it's a little bit better. So Five Guys is pretty good. Thoughts on Brendan Schaub announcing his return to CTE? I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. What about basketball? I like basketball. I think basketball is somewhat entertaining, but I still didn't watch the finals. I'd rather like I sometimes tune into a basketball talk show or a channel on YouTube, but I'm not really like watching the games. So I'm just not. I don't have cable as well. I don't watch TV. I don't think it's really worth it to have cable. If I had cable, I probably would have watched some of the games though. Do you watch March? No, I don't watch any. I don't watch any sport other than MMA like that, guys. Or yeah, I really don't watch any sports other than MMA. Sometimes boxing, sometimes kickboxing. Josh Emmett has the facial anatomy of a white Yoel Romero. No, Not at all. Josh Emmett does not look like Yoel in any way. What have you been ordering at Chipotle? When I go there, I get a burrito every time. But even I'll get a burrito and a bowl. But the last few times I've been to Chipotle, I've been massively disappointed. Opinion on baseball? I used to actually be a massive baseball fan. I prefer baseball over other sports just because I used to play and I have like just more of a connection with it. I used to be huge into baseball. I would watch like every Yankee game, you know, but I don't watch it anymore. I think baseball's just fallen off. It's been falling off for a while, but the Yankees would be my favorite team. It's boring. Yeah, it's a little boring to be fair, but I was just really into it when the Yankees were making their resurgence. Like they had a nice crew, a nice young crew. The farm system was producing a lot of young talent. This was around 2017, 2018. That's when it was still solid, but they've proven to be frauds. So I'm just not into it anymore. The Yankees have looked really promising. They looked like they were because they were the team that was constantly buying stars. They were spending a fuckload of money to get older stars that were almost past their prime to try to win championships, and it just wasn't working because you had all these teams that had really good farm systems and young talent and weren't just buying championships that were beating them. And then the Yankees had this young core base of guys again, and I was like, wow, like they're doing the right thing. And yeah, frauds. Yankees disappoint me every year. Too much pain. Yeah, I mean, I just baseball is getting smaller and less important every single year. I think they're losing fans, and the Yankees are they're in the same boat. I honestly think baseball might go down the drain in like 50 years. I think the MLB might have like they might be in bankruptcy because if you look at the baseball stadiums and you look at the people that are in attendance to the games, they're not drawing people. They're not drawing crowds. Of course, the playoffs are interesting, but that's it. The new rules are making a lot better. Yeah, that's definitely something that's important for baseball. The new rules where they have to you have to have a guy throwing a pitch every 15 seconds. Otherwise, there's a fine, or a batter has to be in the box every 15 seconds. Gut feeling, Emmett's going to win. We'll see. We'll see. Why are they doing a promotion for UFC 261? Can we cut the bullshit? Can we get this shit on the road, please? Every day. It's not like the NFL, yeah. If you look at statistics, MLB actually gets the highest attendance numbers. Yeah, because they have so many games, though. They have so many games. Um, Cricket's better than baseball. I've never seen a cricket game. Lucas, thoughts on Dana legalizing knives in the UFC? Um, might be a good call. Might be a good call. Is Ilia chinny enough to get one shotted like MJ by Emmett? It's not going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Ilya is that chinny, to be fair. I really don't think he is. But why are they doing a promo for this right now? I don't understand why they're doing a promo for Usman and Masvidal. I know it's in Jacksonville. I get it, but this makes absolutely no sense. I understand promoting like UFC 290, but it was a good card. It was an excellent card, to be fair. Three title fights is sick. Three title fights. Were there three title fights on that card? There were two. I knew there were two. I don't think there were three. Usman, Masvidal, two. There were not three. Yeah, yeah, there were three. There were three. Shevchenko, Andrade. There you go. Forgot about that one. Yeah, finished Andrade on the ground with elbows. Sangwei Lee Rose, amazing KO. That was a pretty good card, but again, people hyped up that card a little bit too much because of how fast it was. But to be fair, Uriah Hall, Chris Weidman, like that was a memorable moment. But Anthony Smith, Jimmy Crute, both of those fights were like fluky. So I think that card is overrated. It is overrated. Because two of those fights barely even played out. Ideas for UFC 300? Um, I don't think Jones is gonna come back this year. I wouldn't be surprised if Jones holds up the heavyweight division until UFC 300. So I'd say Jones main event, Pavlovich. I think he'll bitch about money, and Stipe's just not gonna be anywhere to be. Stipe's not gonna be found or be caught fighting anytime soon. I think he's done. And then co-main event, I'd say Adesanya versus Hamzat co-main event, or just Adesanya Hamzat main event, and then have another title fight under that. Maybe Volkanovski versus Ilia Topuria, but I don't think that's gonna happen because Volk's gonna want to fight way before UFC 300. Yeah, so probably Volkanovski versus Islam too, and Adesanya and Hamzat. Perfect. Stipe is so unathletic. I mean, he's not that unathletic. He's just old now, and we just think of him a little bit differently. But yeah, he's not like the epitome of athleticism, that's for sure. Did you know Kevin Lee's brother is a famous TikTok food reviewer? Yes, I did. Yes. I don't understand how he's so famous though. Like, he's not that entertaining. Volk will have lost at that point. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. But I wouldn't be surprised. That's for sure. I would definitely not be surprised. I don't give a fuck about Emmett's childhood. Who's talking about Emmett's childhood? Is Emmett talking about his childhood in the promo right now? What's going on with Emmett's childhood? Stop showing this Emmett video. No one cares, dude. Um, Stipe is my heavyweight goat, but I want to see him fight. I don't want to see him get finished. Bro, Stipe needs to just call it quits. That Jones fight should have been made by now. You're coming on me, family. Lucas, why do some Americans' accents sound so whiny? Not you. I'm English, by the way. I don't know. Depends on where they're from. What regions have whiny accents in America? Probably like California. They can have pretty whiny voices. I'd say Cali has like some whiny voice thing going on. Also, like the Philly accent usually sounds like they're like complaining about something too. That Philly accent. McGregor got me into MMA, but I need to move on. Dude, I don't give a fuck about Conor at this point. Like, yeah, it's great if he wins, and if McGregor wins, I'll be happy that it's good for the UFC. But I'm not even like heavily rooting for him. I'm not that big of a Conor fan anymore. He's not the same guy. So I'm pretty much done with him. And I don't even think he's gonna be. People aren't inspired by him anymore. He doesn't give us the same feeling that he did back in the day. He's basically a junkie. So yeah. All right, who's this? Is this Ilia Topuria walking out to the dance music? This is a good intro. This is Ilia. This got to beat Ilia. Dude, this is a good song. What's the best walkout of all time? Sick intro. Georgian house. This is Georgian house music. I don't think it's Georgian house music, but maybe the beat. But it's sick. I think it's dope. I like the song. Best walkout of all time. Um, Probably Connor UFC 229. That was dope. Even though he lost, that was still a sick walkout. Connor and Habib. What are you doing if Ilya gets chinned and fraud checked? Hopping on video and coping big time, probably. All I need is your love all tonight. Dude, I like the house music, bro. Dominic Cruz used to walk out to some house music. Ilia ain't no fraud, dude. Ilia's not a fraud. Connor with that lady. Nah, dude, that sucked. That absolutely sucked. I have to say this right now. That woman that was singing, listen, the person that sang the song in studio, maybe it's the same person. Like whoever did the foggy, whatever it's called, in the original song, it sounds great. But the woman that did it in person sounded like dog shit. Straight up horrible. Terrible voice. But the foggy, what's it called? Connor the foggy something? Foggy Dew, huh? The Chieftains, huh? Yeah, the fog. But yeah, the woman who sung that was who sung that live was terrible. That's actually one of the worst Connor walkouts ever. Ever. But Connor's walkout in Ireland was sick. Connor's walkout in Ireland was dope. Do a Muzz right now. I'm not hitting a Muzz. I was about to. I was about to hit a Muzz. I was about to, but now the music is not booming. Oh, now it's booming. All right, here we go. Here we go. Who will win in your opinion? In my opinion, Josh Emmett is about to get KO'd or submitted in the first 2 rounds. Are they walking out? Yeah. Oh, yeah. They are walking out right now. Ilia Topuria just took a whole hour to get into the cage. Why did that take so long? Ilia has a sus chin. I'm worried. Bro, Emmett doesn't have a great chin. When are you going to post your when are you going to post your Muzz footage? You could find that shit online. Go look it up. Are sports just legalized nationalism? What do you mean? Ilia is actually so Chad. Yeah, he is a Chad, straight up. 5 round war? I don't think so. I think both of these guys are too powerful for that. Someone's getting KO'd, and it's most likely going to be Emmett, but it could be a sub. I'm just as confident in it being a submission as I am a KO because I think that Ilia could just drop him and latch up a submission. Here's Emmett with his old school music. What is this? Very Josh Emmett song here. Josh about to quit instantly. He doesn't wear damage well. I could see it. I just want it to be a good scrap. Can we please just make it a good scrap? I just want it to be fun. Like, I don't want this to be some anticlimactic bullshit where Ilya lands a good leg kick and a grazing body shot and Emmett goes down and, oh, I'm hurt. And then there's a couple of fucking measly pillow punch follow ups. I need a good scrap. I want it to be a fucking battle. So please I just want it to be good. I just want it to be fun. Yeah. These are the kinds of fights that tend to be a little bit weird. So I'm hoping that it's not. Lucas, will you do a hot tub? No, I don't do hot tubs are bad. Don't do hot tubs, guys. I don't recommend getting in a hot tub. Terrible for your test. What is he? What is he doing? He's getting his EMF away. He's putting his EMF earbuds out of there. Why not hot tub, dude? The hot tubs are proven to lower your sperm count. So just anytime you're going to be soaking in some hot water and submerging in there, it's bad for your sperm count. Terrible. Sauna is different. Sauna is a little bit different. There's something about hot water that's not good for you because it has a bigger impact. Josh Emmett has good camp training with Aragorn and Bilbo. Yeah, dude, he does look like that the Green Goblin, doesn't he? But he's got a little bit of a tan. I saw the picture that I'm using as my thumbnail for this stream. Emmett came in with a bit of a tan. He looks more orange. And that gyno of Emmett, man, look at that fucking gyno that he has where the tattoo is. Thoughts on cupping therapy? I've never done it. I don't really know too much about it, but yeah. New mythical fighter, spray tan Emmett. Damn, dude, his gyno is crazy, bro. He's definitely been on some sauce before. 38 years old. If he KOs Ilia, that's gonna be fucking nuts, man. It's gonna be nuts. But I won't be pissed. As I said, guys, I need Volkanovski to get out unscathed. Thoughts on nootropics? Which ones? Um, Jesse on Fire promotes one of them. That's like apparently really hardcore. Uh, yeah, I'm not into promoting. I don't know. I'd have to see what the ingredients are for one of them. What are they doing? Why are they showing some advertisement for baseball right now? College World Series. Can we just watch both of these guys in the cage? No, no, no. Dude, it's on ABC. It's on primetime TV or ESPN Plus. This ad right now is criminal. I know. It's killing the vibe. Okay, here we go. One ad. You got a LG ad? Interesting. Yeah, we back. We back. Ilia and Emmett. Jacob, I don't know if you're listening to this, but it's starting to get crazy. It's starting to get wild. Let's see. Whatever happens, I'm gonna be fine. Other than getting my pick wrong if Ilia loses, but I'll be all good. I thought walkout songs were supposed to hype up the crowd. I mean, Emmett's song was pretty bad. It's 38, no chance he's on the sauce. I mean, if he's on the sauce, he definitely has a chance. Oh, no chance he's not on the sauce is what you're saying. Okay. Emmett's got some long arms. Yeah, he's got a long reach. Ilia better go out there and just destroy. I think he's going to play it slow at first. Let's go. Shit, man. It's about to be crazy. Bruce Buffer, music to my ears. Yeah. Here we go. Let's go. Bro, Ilya's going 100% for the kill in the first round. Topuria, it's time for Georgia. I hope. I hope. Patty in attendance. Is he having a stroke? What is he doing? You're talking about me or you're talking about Ilya? This dude looks like a fucking. That's like a mix between the guy that they just showed is like a mix between Giga Chikadze and Tom Brady, bro. That was the weirdest looking dude I've seen. He didn't look weird actually. He just looked like a mix between Brady and Giga. Very strange combination. And breed power strikes again. We'll see. Let's go, Ilya. Let's get it, man. I'm hoping that he gets it done. I'm hoping that he gets it done. This is a tough test for him. Much tougher than Bryce. Let's go. Bro, Emmett is listed as. Oh, no. Ilia is actually listed than taller than Emmett. That makes sense. Shit, man. Here we go. Did you used to give. What are you talking about, bro? Winner gets the next title shot. If it's Ilia, then he'll probably get a title shot. We'll see. Here we go. Round one. Ilia Topuria and Emmett is swinging hooks already, lands a good shot to the body, and Emmett is spamming that right hand at the moment. 4 minutes, 47 seconds on the clock. 4 minutes, 45, 4:44. Ilia Topuria is moving with that head movement, baiting around. Emmett is throwing combinations. Ilia Topuria doing a good job at evading that. As I said, coming out a little slow. I like this measured approach from Ilia early. Emmett with those typical Josh Emmett flurries. Typical Emmett flurries. Good jab from I think Ilia's gonna fuck him up. Ilia's gonna knock him out. I have this feeling Ilia's gonna get him out of there. Emmett's looking a little weird. Emmett's missing that right hand. Ilia slipping that right hand pretty well. And he clipped Ilia with that right hand on the top of the head, grazed him, and he just clipped him on the forehead with the right hand. Josh Emmett is spamming shots. Ilia Topuria has only really thrown a jab, and that's it. Ooh, he caught him. Ilia caught him with that right hand. Caught him on the chin. Good jab from Ilia Topuria lands as well. Oh, they exchange hooks. They exchange hooks. Oh, Ilia Topuria overthrew there, even though he landed a body shot. He overthrew. He was wide open after that combo. Wide open after throwing that one. But Ilia Topuria, oh, and Josh Emmett catches him with the lead left hook. Oh, Emmett caught him on the temple with a really good shot. Good counter shot. Emmett's ate a big shot. It looks like he's got a little bit of a mouse above that eye. Good jab from Ilia. Ilia's jab looks pretty solid so far. Good body shot from Ilia Topuria. Lead hook to the body from Ilia. Ilia, as I said, guys, he would not fight Emmett the same way he fought Bryce Mitchell. He would not fight him the same way, and he isn't. Good jab from Ilia. Solid jab. Good jab again from Ilia Topuria. Stiff jab on the eye. Ilia's boxing sucks. What do you mean? Still early on in this fight. Josh Emmett overswinging, lands a shot to the body. Good jab from Josh Emmett there. But Josh Emmett's eye already swollen up. I'm liking Ilia's approach. He looks pretty measured early on. And Emmett has hit Ilia Topuria with some good shots and is already looking a little. Emmett's got that look going on, or oh, wait a second. It's not so easy to finish this guy. As I said, guys, Emmett tends to wilt sometimes. Good low kick from Ilia Topuria there. First kick of the fight from him. I like that jab from Ilia. But what I have to say is this. Volkanovski, guys, Volkanovski's piecing this man up. Mirror matchup, right? Pretty much. Low kick, heavy low kick from Ilia Topuria. And it just looks like Emmett is just going to wilt, guys. I think Emmett's looking a little bit wilty right now. Grazing head kick partially lands for Emmett, but sloppy head kick nonetheless. Very measured early on from Ilia Topuria. I like how he's conserving his gas tank. He's taking somewhat of the wind out of Emmett's sails. Low kick from Emmett. Solid low kick from Emmett landed. Both of them missing right hands. Exchanging hooks. None of them land a great shot there. Looks like Ilia Topuria, 22 seconds left. 20 seconds, 19 seconds left in the round. Emmett lands a good hook there. Good lead hook on Ilia. And a low kick, but Ilia lands a jab. Good body. Good. Okay. Partially misses those hooks. And round two. Ah, man. I don't know who won that round. Josh is gassing. Yeah, Josh, I'm telling you guys, he wilted against Yair. Oh, my God. This commercial. Fucking hell. Not impressed by Topuria. I think we'll see. We'll see. I think he's taking a measured approach early on. Like, come on. He's not, as I said, Ilia Topuria is not going to fight Josh Emmett the same way he fought Mitchell. He's going to be more composed. And look, Look at how he KO'd Jai Herbert in the second round. He got head kicked. He didn't get head kicked. He didn't get hurt in this round. He doesn't have to just knock everyone out in the first round to look good. Ilia looked good. Yeah, Ilia looked good. I don't know who won that round. It was a very close round. That was a very close round. Because a lot of the shots Emmett was landing was on like the guard of Ilia Topuria, and Ilia didn't really land a lot, but Ilia was landing a good jab. And I think they both landed like the same amount of low kicks. There was the shot. Ilia landed a really solid shot on the eye of Emmett. And those jabs may have made the difference. I feel like Ilia landed the cleaner shots. Emmett landed with more volume, but he was partially grazing Ilia Topuria in a lot of these sequences. Okay, let's see. Emmett needs to stop swinging for the fences. This is what he always does. When Emmett realizes that that overhand isn't going to get him the win, he starts to fade a little bit. But I like the low kick. I like the investment from Emmett going for that low kick on Ilia. Let's see if Ilia can get him out of here. All I got to say is this. Volkanovski would have his way with Ilia Topuria. Can we just be honest right now? Can we just be real? Volkanovski would have his way. Yeah, we know it's a 5-rounder. I know. But we'll see. If Ilia can get the finish in this round, something else, but we'll see. I know our standards for him are high, but we're gonna good low kick from Ilia Topuria. Dude, Volk is messing this man up. I think Volk would dance around Ilia Topuria. But I still think Ilia is gonna finish him. But he's a little I think his plan is to just to gas Emmett out a little bit. But right now, Emmett is winning the start of the second round. He's landing more shots. Ilia Topuria stalking Emmett down, but I think he's waiting. He's waiting to get some steam off of those shots from Emmett. Ooh, good right hook from Ilia Topuria lands, and a good right hand as well. Oh! Emmett caught him. Emmett caught him with a good shot, but Ilia landed a good body shot there. Both of them exchanged jabs. Good low kick from Ilia Topuria. Ooh, heavy right hand from Ilia Topuria lands. And Ilya's starting to open up a little bit more now. I think he's going to knock him out. I think he's going to KO him in this round, guys. He's going to put him away in the second. It's looking like Emmett. Look at Emmett's eye. Emmett's eye is starting to swell up a little bit. It's more than it already was. Something heavy landed there. But Emmett's giving that look like he's starting to break. I think Emmett's injured now. I think Emmett's injured. Can't wear damage that well. Good body shots from Emmett. But I think he's going to start slipping and sliding. There he is, slipping and sliding. Typical Josh Emmett combo right there. Typical Emmett combo. The overhand. Ilia has landed the better shots so far in this round, but very close round. Ilia lands on the guard of Josh Emmett. Partially lands there with the right hand. Doesn't really get much going. He's landing a lot of these on the guard of Emmett. Good low kick from Ilia Topuria. Misses that low kick. Misses the jab. Ilia Topuria with a good combination. Partially misses a couple of them. But Josh Emmett landed some good shots to the body. Oh, Josh Emmett's. Oh! Oh! Ilia Topuria cracks him. Ilia Topuria dropped him. He dropped him. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. He didn't drop him. He slipped. He slipped. He slipped. Emmett, I don't think he dropped Ilia there. I think Ilia slipped, but Emmett got hurt. I think this is the beginning of the end for Emmett, guys. I think this is the beginning of the end. Emmett is gassed. I know he's starting to break. He's looking injured. Look at his legs. His legs are beat up. His legs are beat up, but no, this dude is not beating Volk. He's way too stationary to beat Volk. He's too plotty. That's what Ilia Topuria is, a little bit plotty. He ain't beating Volk, bro. Not with this kind of movement. Not with this kind of tool bag. He's got strong low kicks, but Volk can deal with that. It is what it is, though. But yeah, Ilia's winning this round. He dropped Emmett. That's the second round to Topuria. Oh, he caught Emmett on the back of the head. He hurt Emmett. He hurt Emmett. And Emmett's hurt. Emmett's wobbly. Emmett's on Crip Street. He's on Crip Street. Josh Emmett slipping and sliding. And he's slipping and sliding. Look at the face of Emmett. Look at his face. I told you guys. I told you he doesn't wear damage well. As soon as you start putting damage on Emmett, he starts to crack. He starts to fade a little bit. All those injuries. All those injuries. Bro, Ilia would get smoked by Volkanovski. Bro, Ilia is going to get smoked by... I'm not worried anymore. I know that Ilia is doing well. I know he's fighting the fight that he needs to fight, but dude, Volk is dancing around him. Do you guys think so? Am I the only one that's watching this right now thinking that Ilia is not a test for Volk? You're crazy if you think Volk is going to smoke him. I think Volk smokes this man. Dude, he's having like a closer rounds with Emmett. Look at what fucking Yair did to Josh Emmett, bro. Ilia needs a game plan switch up. Volk gets dominated, bro. You are crazy if you think Volk gets dominated. That's wild. I think Volk dances around him and just pieces him up from range, in and out. I think Volk would take him out, guys. Yeah, but he's going to have to knock Emmett out. Emmett is looking bad. Oh, he hurt the leg of Emmett. Low kick on Emmett. And Emmett's starting to break a little bit. Why is there a hole in the leg of Topuria? He's got a hole in his leg. But Emmett looks like he's starting to fade mentally, physically. He's a test for Volk. I'm not saying he's not a test, but I'm confident Volk beats him. Yair scares me. This does not worry me as a Volk fan. But yeah, he is beating Emmett up pretty well. Good low kicks from Emmett. But yeah, I'm loving Ilia's approach. He's got a really good approach in this fight. Perfect game plan. Perfect game plan. To all those who were saying he was a massive fraud and was going to get knocked out and had no defense, they were so wrong. I was telling you guys, Ilia Topuria is much smarter than a lot of people think. He doesn't get enough credit. See, Topuria was cool with just straight up walking down Mitchell with no care in the world. He's not doing that against Emmett. But now Emmett landed a couple of good hooks on the inside. Good jab from Ilia Topuria. Another solid jab from Ilia Topuria. Emmett's a little bit wobbly. He's on Crip Street. I think Volk beats him pretty easily. It's a test, of course. He has to evade the power, but yeah, dude, when Emmett is in there with you, like, good shot. Good shot from Ilia Topuria. Hurts Josh Emmett. I think he's going to get him out of here. Oh, he lands a good shot on Ilia. They're trading hooks. Bro. He's got to be careful, man. He's got to be careful. But hey, Josh Emmett doesn't have the best chin in the world. And he's taken a lot of these shots, so which is interesting. Bro, Volkanovski is not fighting him like this. This is a 38-year-old. He's getting tagged by Emmett too. I think Volk is eating this man alive. I'm going to be real. But Ilia is going to finish him in this round. He has to be very careful, but his chin is, as I said, his chin is underrated since the Jai Herbert fight. People wrote his chin off. He's got a decent chin. Oh my gosh, look at Josh Emmett's face. Josh Emmett's taking a lot of damage. Bit of a scrappy fight, though. Bit of a scrappy fight. Guys, let's just say it how it is, though. He's trying to get a finish, but it's not. I think Ilia's going to knock him out cold. I think he's going to knock him out cold, man. It's only a matter of time. But Emmett is bracing well for these shots. Good low kick from Ilia Topuria. They trade jabs. Dude, he needs to be careful. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm not the only one in this chat that's looking at Ilia right now, and of course he's doing what he needs to do, dude. Josh Emmett is the same kind of stature of Volkanovski. Volkanovski is running circles around this guy and beating his ass. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. Volk is beating this guy's ass. He's not a test. Just gonna say it how it is. He's beating his ass. And hey, I think Ilia is good. I picked him to win this fight, and he's getting it done in a similar fashion. And he's breaking Josh Emmett. I said he was going to break Josh Emmett. He's getting his ass kicked by Volkanovski. If Emmett is in there with you, banging with you, dude, Yair made Emmett look like a fucking fool. All right? So, yeah. Good shots from Emmett. Good body shot from Emmett. Emmett is bloodied up. Hey, Emmett's putting on. He's putting on. He's looking tough right now. But so much for Ilia Topuria finishing him within 3 rounds. Yeah. Bro, I picked him to win, and he's doing a good job. He's getting the win, but come on. This is I think Volk should stick around. I'm gonna call Volkanovski to stick around for a little bit. I think this is easy work. All right, let's see. Let's do a poll. Told you it's going to be a 5-round war. I'm impressed. I'm impressed so far. I picked Ilia to knock him out in inside of 4 rounds. Josh Emmett is getting into a flow. He's getting into a bit of a flow. I don't think so. Volk, no question. Hello? I did not. I did not. Can you? Okay, bye. Hold up. Hold up. We back. We back. Round 4. Bro, the fact that 50% of you are picking Ilia Topuria, that's fucking nuts. I don't understand why you guys think he beats Volkanovski. Josh Emmett is in there giving him good work. Ilia's looking good, but he's not showing massive levels over Emmett, bro. I don't know how good you guys think Emmett is, but I'd be worried if he went out there and smoked Emmett. Like, he didn't smoke. He's not smoking him right now. That's all I'm saying. He's not smoking the man. Emmett's in there. He's in there giving him tough rounds. Yeah. Easy work for Volk. Thoughts on Volk using shadowboxing as a dance move? The man can't dance, apparently. Pretty cool moment, though. Yair beats current Ilia. Ilia could take him down, but yeah, this is not a convincing win for me. This is not a convincing win in regards to him being a massive test for Volk. That's not the case. I think Volk would fuck this guy up with a jab at range. He's too fast for him. Good low kick from Ilia. Ilia's doing his thing, though. He's doing his thing. But Emmett's in there with him. Emmett's in there with him. The fraud's in there. And he looks bad, but you know, he's still frauding his way to the 5th round, right? No, dude, this guy's not beating Max. He's not beating Max. And on the feet, he's not messing with Yair. He's still green. Emmett's in there, man. Emmett's in there with him. Good jab from Topuria. Good low kick. Oh, Emmett looks like that hurt. That one hurt him. But Emmett has ate all of his shots. Emmett's ate all of those shots. That like massive power of Topuria, of course, he still got it. But if old man Emmett is eating them, you know, I think Volkanovski might be able to eat a couple of those. Max beats him. Yeah, dude, Max would beat him too. But I think Volk, of course, similar stature would be a test for sure. But this is like, you know, this dude compared to Volkanovski is basically, this is Mr. Plotty Curtis Blades to Volkanovski. You know what I mean? This is like Plotty Blades if Blades had no ability to wrestle. Versus Gon, dude. Yeah, nah, dude. Ilia's, I'm going to call him Mr. Plotty from now on. Especially in a conversation about Volk. Good jab from Topuria. Good low kick from Topuria. And he hits Topuria right on that chinny chin chin. But that power of Topuria somehow not blasting Emmett away. Yair Rodriguez fucked this man up. I know I'm being a little hard on him. I just find it funny how, like, I was expecting him to go in there and destroy Emmett, knock him out with ease. And then I'd be like scared shitless for Volkanovski, but Ilia knocks him out on paper. Yeah. Oh, he hurt Emmett. He hurt Emmett badly. He's going to finish him. He's going to finish him in the 4th round. And now he's on the ground. He lands a good elbow on Josh Emmett. And now he's got Emmett's back. Emmett is on the ground. Ilia Topuria trying to tee off on him. Good body shots from Ilia. Good body shots. Emmett's still in there. Old man's still in there. Good low kick. Good low kick. Good right hand from Josh Emmett. Ooh, good uppercut from Ilia. Oh, he hit him in the back of the head with that one. That was a back of the head shot. Damn. Josh Emmett's got heart in this battle. Ilia's on top of him. He mounted him. Ilia's got him mounted. He's about to take his back. Josh Emmett's getting his ass kicked. Can he survive? I don't think he's going to survive. He's going to finish him. He's going to finish him. He's going to finish him with the ground and pound. And Ilia puts him back on his back. Ilia Topuria teeing off. I think Emmett's going to survive. Emmett's going to survive. Damn, dude. Emmett's getting his ass kicked. Emmett's getting his ass kicked. Shit, dude. Emmett looks bad, man. Look at him. Damn, bro. I think Emmett needs to retire after this, bro. Like, he needs to call it quits. Throw the towel? Yeah, they should throw in the towel. I mean, honestly, no. Maybe not. Maybe he can come out and do some more work, but consideration, right? You might consider. He looks pretty shitty. I don't think he's going to win this fight. He may have won the first round, but he's lost every other round. I don't think he's going to win. He's landing, but he needs to mix it up more. Respect for Emmett, win or lose. He's a beast. Yeah, of course, dude. Respect. But look at his eye swollen shut. Yeah, no towel after all that surviving. Yeah, of course not. That's what I'm saying. Like, he just survived. You wanna at least give him a chance. Beautiful short left hook on the inside. Drops Emmett. He's getting brutalized. It's been a back and forth battle for the past few rounds, but yeah, he's dropped Emmett a few times. Straight mass. It's not a master class, bro. This is not a fucking master class. Let's chill out with that. All right. Yair did a master class against Emmett. This is not a master class. Come on. Let's relax. Let's chill. Master class is like barely getting grazed by Emmett, bro. You're just biased. Dude, how am I biased right now? I think that Josh Emmett is toughing it out. He's in there with Ilia. Ilia's beating him up badly. Ilia's beating him up badly, but this ain't no masterclass. This ain't no masterclass. Masterclass, as I said, Yair finishing Emmett in 2 rounds, making him look like he doesn't deserve to be in there. Yeah, Emmett looks like he deserves to be in there right now. And Emmett's going for the finish right off the bat. And he's gunning for that finish. He's gunning for that finish right away. Ooh, and he's winging. He's winging big shots. I think Ilia's going to knock him out, though, maybe. The head movement from Topuria looks good. Good low kick from Ilia Topuria. Good jab from Topuria. Couple of good jabs from Topuria. Good low kick. Ilia's got a nice jab. Emmett, 97 significant strikes. He's in there with him. He's in there with him. Never met a Josh Emmett fan. Bro, we know Josh Emmett's tough, but he did wilt in his last fight. He's not quitting in this one. Respect him. Good right hand from Topuria. Damn. Emmett is just swinging and missing. This level of competition. This is what they're doing now. Good body shot from Emmett. And he takes Emmett down. Nice. This is what he needs to do. Ilia should take him down. He just did, man. Topuria's cardio is great, though. What the fuck? Yair didn't get dropped. You're saying Yair didn't... If you think Yair got dropped, you're literally talking out of your ass. Yair Rodriguez didn't get dropped. He got taken down and pushed down. He was not dropped. You're literally making that up. Just relax. I know you like to put out some random statement to make it seem like you're right, but he didn't get dropped in that fight. He masterclassed. He styled on Josh Emmett. Cut the bullshit, please. Where are you getting this from? Oh, he got dropped. Where? Where did he get dropped? Please. I'd love to see it. Dude, this is a great performance from Ilia Topuria. All right, but come on. He just got... Josh Emmett giving Ilia some scrambled eggs. Yair got hurt. I never said Yair didn't get hurt. He didn't get dropped. Saying he got dropped is different than he got hurt. He got tagged with a couple of hooks, and he recovered with a couple of seconds. Finished Josh Emmett in the second round. Beat the fuck out of Josh Emmett. Had no resistance whatsoever. Ilia Topuria has just put on a really good performance over Emmett. But outside of the fourth, outside of the fifth round and the fourth round, it hasn't been total domination. That's all I'm saying. It's been a good fight. Ilia Topuria is definitely showing that he is better than the fraud Emmett, right? Better than the fraud Emmett. He beat him up pretty good. He is better than Calvin Kattar. He's better than Dan Ige. So really good performance from Ilia Topuria. And shout out to Josh Emmett's toughness. Amazing toughness from Josh Emmett. Yair didn't get dropped. Yeah, dude, what the fuck are you saying? Yair got dropped? Like, that's a whole load of crap. What do you mean Yair got dropped by Emmett? You clearly haven't seen that fight recently, but really good performance from Ilia. That could be 50-45. That could be 50-45. Emmett, put your fuck. No, dude, the guy just toughed it out, man. The guy just toughed it out. He can put his hand up, you know. He should be proud of this, you know. Listen, hey, I thought Ilia was going to KO him. Didn't happen. So respect to Josh Emmett. He still got his ass kicked, but nonetheless, respect to Josh Emmett. I think Volk eats him alive. I think Volk eats Ilia alive, guys. I do. I don't think this is an issue for Volk. I don't understand how a lot of people are rocking with Ilia like this. Emmett has this decision. I actually think Volk 50-45s him. Where's the cookbook? On the website, my man. 50-45 for Ilia. I think it's going to be 49-46 or 50-45. I could have seen Emmett winning the first, but it was probably Ilia's round. I think Ilia landed the harder shots, the cleaner shots, but Emmett landed with more volume. At best, it's going to be 49-46 for Emmett. At best for Emmett. It was not 2-2 going into the fifth. It was not 2-2. It was more like 3-1 at best. Round 4 is a 10-8. Round 4 is definitely a 10-8. Dropped them twice. Ilia barely got hit clean. You are actually talking out of your ass, bro. Ilia barely got hit clean. Did you even watch the fight? Emmett landed like a good solid 100 plus significant strikes in this battle. So to say he didn't get hit clean is just BS. Just bullshit. Emmett low-key beat the fraud allegations. No, dude, he's always been a bit of a fraud. That's why I'm not overly hyped about this fight, because I thought Ilia was going to knock his ass out. And he came close to finishing him, but he didn't finish Emmett. Yair Rodriguez made Emmett look like he was an amateur. Okay, let's see it. His boxing defense was definitely pretty good. 50-42. Holy shit. 50-42. We got another pick run, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I told you guys. I told you. Of course, like everyone else, I thought it was going to be a finish in this fight. But excellent fight. Volk would style on Ilia. Thank you for the $2. Raul Ramirez, I appreciate the $2. But yeah, Volkanovski would style on him. I don't think this is that tough of a matchup. Really tough. Yeah. Really tough, but got completely obliterated and put in a body bag by Yair Rodriguez. Of course. Yair Rodriguez just put Emmett in a body bag within 2 rounds, and Ilia definitely beat his ass pretty well. But he's not on that Volk level. He doesn't worry me. Yair worries me. This doesn't worry me. Lucas is a top tier. Dude, I picked Ilia, bro. I'm a fan of Ilia. I'm just saying, when I was watching the fight, I'm thinking to myself, bro, this guy is not beating Volk. He's not beating Volk. Mystic Tracy, yeah, guys. Come on. I get a lot of shit for these bad predictions. Come on. You got to give me that. You got to give me that. I got a good pick. I had a good pick. Couple of good picks in a row. I usually get the fight nights. I usually get the fight nights down to a T. So 50-42 is nuts. To be fair, though, I really didn't think Emmett won a single round. So, yeah, 50-42. If there were 2 10-8s, makes sense. He asked him about Yair and Volk. Let's see what he says. 2 10-8s for the 50-42, apparently. Dude, people were saying this guy is going to knock. They were saying... Bro, I think that Ilia is definitely tough, but Yair Rodriguez is probably a tougher test. I think Yair is a tougher test. I think Ilia would fuck this man up. I mean, Volk. Read your chat. I am reading the chat. Glitching, dude. I'm not glitching right now. 50-43 at worst. Let me look at my stream right now. My mic is fine. My mic is fine. Stop spamming in the chat, please. Emmett's retiring. Hey, man, if he's not going to be a world champion, I don't mind that. I don't mind it if he's not going to be a champion. It's not his mic. Round 4 was a 10-7 round. I don't know if it was a 10. Dude, one judge scored at 50-42. That doesn't mean that automatically is a 10-7. It's probably just two 10-8s. Should have been 10-5. 10-5. 10-5. No, not at all. Bro, I just checked the stream. My shit is fine. It's fine. Ilia clearly had his buckwheat pancakes. Guys, I'm going to be honest, man. I don't think that Ilia Topuria is a big test. He's a little plotty. If we're talking about a guy that's going to beat Volkanovski, you have to be a little quicker than that. You know, you have to move around a bit better than that. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. We got a lot of Ilia fans. Guys, I picked Ilia Topuria to win, but come on, let's not get crazy here. Let's not get crazy. Ilia snorting that buckwheat. Guys, I thought Ilia was going to knock him out. A lot of us thought Ilia was going to KO him. Emmett took those shots just fine. This is fraud Emmett. You know? This is fraudy Emmett. In there with Ilia. He was in there with him. He was banging with him at times. Volk with 50-40 Emmett. Dude, Volk 50-40 is that motherfucker, bro. He was not. He was, though. Emmett was in there with him for the first few rounds. He was in there with him. Didn't get bad for Emmett until the fourth. Like, I understand he got hurt in the second or third round, but he was in there. He was in there with him. He was landing his shots, landing his good shots. The fifth round, fourth round was total domination, but yeah. So much for just blasting a hole through Emmett's face and knocking him out, right? That didn't happen. Bro, your mic. Fuck off with the mic. What are you talking about with the mic? The mic's fine. Is the mic that bad? Let me tune into this. Let's see. What are you talking about, bro? Volk does no damage. Bro, Volk fucks up everyone's face. Did you see Max Holloway's face or Brian Ortega's face? He completely butchered their faces, just like Ilia did to Emmett. And so much for knocking out Emmett, right? I mean, Emmett's not, the toughest guy on earth, Mr. Granite Chin. He's tough, but he's not Granite Chin. Couldn't finish old man Fraudy Emmett. I'm just saying. I'm just going to put it out there. When Yair Rodriguez wrapped him up, put him in a body bag, and buried him 6 feet under in 2 rounds. There's a bit of a difference there. We might see Volk get beat by Yair, to be fair. And maybe this Ilia fight's not going to happen because Volk would probably have a rematch with Yair. If he loses the first fight, he'll lose the second one, and then it'll be Yair and Ilia Topuria. But yeah. You're getting ST. Oh, you're getting STDs. Wow. That makes literally no sense. Skill aside, Allen is so much bigger than Ilia. It's insane. Allen is so much bigger than Ilia. Arnold Allen. Skill aside, you think Allen would be a tough test? I think Allen would be a good fight. All I have to say is this. I don't think Ilia Topuria is just putting people out cold at the top of the rankings. That's what I took away from this. And that's why I'd pick Volk to beat him. Because I don't think he puts Volk out. Oh, never mind. Just needed to refresh the stream. Dude, I don't think my mic's bad, brother. It's a glitch on YouTube. You have to refresh. That's probably it. More crafty with the leg kicks. Guys, I'm not that. I think I just expected a little bit different. That's all I'm going to say. I picked him to win, and he did his thing. What's your prediction for the next fight night? Strickland. So that's 2 picks in a row. I'm doing well, guys. But people will forget about these picks, of course. 30K buckwheat reveal. Nobody gets KO'd at the top of featherweight. That is true. Not a lot of finishes. But Yair Rodriguez submitted this guy. And, of course, the submission's a little bit different. But, guys, I think Volk, I don't understand the 60% Ilia Topuria. Must have a lot of Ilia fans in here. And I picked Ilia to win. That's probably why. But still, he's not beating Volk looking like that. You're acting like picking Ilia over Emmett was a tough pick. Bro, the amount of fucking fans that were telling me I was a fool and we were overrating Ilia Topuria, that's a whole load of horseshit. That's a whole load of horseshit. I thought it was the right pick. First of all, saying I'm acting, oh, you're acting like this was a tough pick. Bro, I got the fucking pick right. You know what I mean? Like I made the pick and I had reasons for the pick. Like I made the right choice. You're trying to be like, wow, dude, you got it right. That's like terrible, bro. Shut up. What are you saying? Acting like it was a tough pick, like most hardcore fans weren't out here saying, oh, Ilia's a fraud. You know what I mean? Most of you, not most of you guys maybe, but a lot of hardcore fans were saying, how the fuck is this guy? How is he picking Ilia? Like, Emmett's going to go out there and smoke him. Ilia's a fraud. Ilia was getting tagged up by Bryce Mitchell. It was a good pick. It was a good pick. Bedtime. Bro, I love people that try to do that. Like when you're getting a pick right and they're like, bro, acting like it was a tough pick. Like, what are you talking about? Most people get a pick wrong. They're brutally wrong. When you get a pick right, you got to give them credit. Mystic Tracy getting heated. But to be fair, though, most people were out here saying that Ilia Topuria was a fraud. And I knew that wasn't the case. I knew Ilia was not a fraud. But hold up. Now I see people getting carried away saying that Ilia Topuria is going to go out there and finish Volk. He just beat fraud man Emmett. Didn't even finish him. You know? Patty would submit Ilia. No, I think Ilia would knock Patty out in the first round. People who picked Ilia are the same people who picked Till to beat Woodley. I don't understand the comparison there. I don't get the comparison there. Ilia was the good pick. Lucas, you're going red. I just think I don't understand the point of bro acting like it was a bad pick. Like literally half of people. Wait a second. Actually, maybe 10% of people on Topology. Was that it? Was this the fight where 10% of people on Topology were picking Josh Emmett? But I saw most comments riding with Josh Emmett. Most comments that I saw were saying that Ilia was a fraud and that like we were overestimating Ilia Topuria. And that just wasn't the case. I think it's safe to say now that Ilia Topuria certainly isn't a fraud, certainly belongs at the top of that division, you know? I called Ilia Topuria a bit of a fraud months ago, but when I rewatched his fights recently, I said to myself, this guy's not a fraud. He's actually pretty good, and he's not going to fight Emmett the way he fought Bryce Mitchell, and he didn't. He did not fight Emmett the way he fought Bryce Mitchell. So when you rewatch the fights, you can reassess your opinions, right? You can actually change a little bit. Don't know if you are aware of that, but if you actually, you're allowed to change your opinion on certain things. You don't have to just be of the same mindset all the time. You can correct yourself, admit that you're wrong. I was wrong about Ilia Topuria when I called him a fraud a couple months ago, and then I rewatched his fights, and I said to myself, this guy's pretty good. I think he's actually more defensively sound than people give him credit for. I think his chin is a little bit underrated. But yeah, cage fight with Bedtime. I'd love to fight Bedtime, even though he'd probably win, to be fair, because he actually does train. We need Emmett versus Chandler at 185. Yeah, dude, I don't think I want to see that from Emmett. I don't think he would beat Chandler out there. Even though there's usually a skill discrepancy, I think Emmett needs to retire. I think he needs to call it quits. That's a lot of damage that he took against Ilia. You're acting like Volk isn't chinny. Bro, Emmett didn't have a granite chin going into this fight. Like, Emmett isn't Mr. Granite Chin, bro. And I think Volkanovski can eat a couple of those shots. Volkanovski's chin is not as bad as a lot of people say it is. Remember, that's Melatonin Gate where he got dropped by Max Holloway. And he only got dropped by one other guy aside from Max. And that was Islam Makhachev, who has a lot of power in his hands. That was such a masterclass. Oh, fucking hell, dude. That was not a masterclass, bro. That was not a masterclass. It just wasn't. All right. It was a good performance, but it wasn't him. If that's a masterclass, then Yair Rodriguez needs to be called the GOAT for his performance against Josh Emmett because he just finished him in 2 rounds and made Emmett look like a fool. So yeah, he's kind of chinny. Yeah, Volk doesn't have a great chin. Doesn't have a great chin. It's not a good chin. It's a pretty average chin. I would say it's slightly above average. I don't think you could really be a long reigning champ if you don't have a slightly above average chin. But Ilia is the number 9 guy. I think he'll probably move up to 4, maybe 4, or maybe he'll just replace Josh Emmett at 5. But yeah. Coping with what? I got my pick right. Mendes also dropped Volk. Yeah. True. A long time ago. Ron Weasley, dude, 50-42 to almost finish 3 times. I think Ilia will give him a very hard time. You think he'll give a hard time to Yair? I think him and Yair would be interesting, but he's not putting Yair out. If you can't put Emmett out, you're not putting Yair out. Yair has a amazing chin. I think he would do really well against Yair because he can mix it up and he can grapple. But on the feet, I don't see him getting the better of Yair Rodriguez, and I don't see him getting the better of Volk. Yeah, he would definitely need to grapple to beat Yair for sure. I thought that Ilia Topuria had that kind of power where he could knock Emmett out, but couldn't get the finish in this one. Still good performance nonetheless. 50-45, clean sweep. Probably better than that. I'd say like 50-44, one of them being a 10-8. Yair was actually getting hit by Emmett. He got tagged by Emmett with a couple of good hooks, and that was literally it. He had one moment where he got hit by Emmett. But someone in the chat 20 minutes ago said Yair got dropped, which is just not the case. Yair really did style on Emmett, made him look like shit on the feet. Whereas Ilia beat Emmett up, but not the same way. He didn't style on him in the same way. He kind of just bullied him a little bit and out-toughed him and had better boxing defense. And of course, outclassed him. But it wasn't the same kind of performance. Yair was piecing Max up. Yeah, Yair's amazing on the feet. Yair got KO'd by Emmett. Real fans will never forget. Topuria beats the calling Volk a fraud is crazy. Styles make fights, and I don't think you understand that. No, I do understand that, bro. I do understand that. Because as far as I'm concerned, Emmett is the same build as Volkanovski. Volkanovski's just way trickier than a 38-year-old fraudy Emmett, all right? But of course, everyone's going to sit here and act like Emmett's the fucking god of the universe at featherweight. Oh, he just beat Josh Emmett. Emmett could be the champion on every given day. He's a fraud, and he's always been a fraud. He's always been a fraud. Dude, a 5-round domination, all right? That was not a complete washout. And Yair Rodriguez, I preferred over a clean KO. Like, if Ilia were to go in there and just knock Emmett out in the first minute, I think we'd learn less. Like, I'm actually more confident that Ilia Topuria is a really solid guy after the 5 rounds because we know he can go the distance. We know he has really good cardio. He could take out a veteran like Emmett. But Yair, what Yair did is Yair just shut Emmett down so well and was in there with him for 2 rounds and just proved that he was better everywhere. So, yeah, if Yair is a good stylistic matchup against Emmett, then he'd probably be a decent stylistic matchup against Topuria as well. The difference is Emmett isn't as good as Topuria on the ground, so Topuria would need to take him down. No, my logic is not that if you don't get a finish, it's not a masterclass. What I'm saying is that there were rounds where Emmett was in there with him and making it very close. The first round was very close, right? The third round was very close. That's all I'm going to say. There were a couple of really close rounds in that fight where it looked like both guys were pretty similar, pretty even. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying I don't think he beats a guy like Volk. That's all I'm saying. I think he proved a lot. I think he proved a lot in this fight. I mean, as I said, to go the distance and to win to win in that fashion on the scorecards, it's great. Good win for him, and I picked him. So yeah, pure bias. Thoughts on a Johnson reveal? No, thank you. Ilia got lucky that the judges were biased. Nah, guys, come on. You got to give him some credit. Volk has a good chin. He was able to take some shots by Islam, who's a wrestler. Wrestlers have good power. Yeah. Okay, but what do you think about Rebus versus the Barber fight? Excellent fight. I'm happy that there was a finish. Great. Emmett Goblin Volk. Emmett took that one for sure. Till used to be good. Dude had so many skills and chooses to throw a 1-2 the whole fight. His Muay Thai looked so underrated. The reason why I think Volk beats Topuria, guys, is just because I think he's got a deeper bag. I think he's got more tools. I think he's much faster than Emmett. He's much smarter than Emmett. He's got more experience. He's got better cardio. So, as I've said, Emmett is a fraud, and Topuria just proved that he was good enough to beat the fraud. So, excellent. Excellent fight. YouTuber fight Chad Tracy versus Virgin Wheelchair Guru. Okay. I do think Volk beats Topuria, but come on. What do you mean, come on? Like, what am I saying that is so harsh? I don't understand it. I just find it strange how a lot of you guys are picking Illy. That's really what it is. I actually I can't believe it. Why is he a fraud? Emmett? Why is Emmett a fraud? Because people get title shots after beating him. That's why. He's not that guy. He hasn't won a single fight since Shane Burgos. Okay? He lost to Ige, he lost to Cater, he lost to Yair, and now he's lost to Ilia. So the guy could basically be on a 3-fight L streak, and somehow you can get a title shot after beating him. Makes no fucking sense. He's a fraud. That's the definition of a fraud. All right? If you're somehow a number one contenders fight and Josh Emmett is involved, you're a fucking fraud, straight up. Let's not forget, Burgos was a world beater. All right. Yeah. Shane Burgos, total world beater. Amazing career of Shane Burgos. One of the best ranked fighters ever. Fought for titles. Took an interim belt. So many number one contenders fight for Shane Burgos. Such a good fighter, bro. Burgos, sorry to say, the guy's getting beat up in the PF. I know he just won his last fight. Come on, but he's not that great. Shane Burgos. Ooh, the best uncrowned champ. The best fighter to never win a belt. Fucking hell. Jesus. Josh Emmett hasn't won a fight clearly. Exactly. Prime Emmett. Prime Emmett barely scraped by Burgos, bro. Burgos is Jesus. Shane Burgos. World beater. I cannot believe someone called this man a world beater because he beat Makwan Amirkhani and Cub Swanson. But he's lost to Calvin, lost to Barboza, lost to Emmett, and of course, lost a PFL debut. Somehow he's a world beater, but has no names on his record that make him a world beater. Beat Charles Jourdain barely. Barely beat Charles Jourdain. Arguably could have been a robbery, but somehow he's a world beater. Burgos would have whooped Ilia? No. Tony versus Wonderboy are true goats without belts. Lucas, I was taking the piss with... I know. If Emmett knew how to throw a head kick, he beats Yair. Emmett has some of the most awkward kicks, though, in the game. I'll have to point that out. His kicks look very funky. Not very flexible. Lucas, I was taking the... Yeah. Prime Burgos submits Volk. Yair versus Ilia, who wins? Guys, I'm picking Ilia, bro. I mean, I'm picking Yair. I think Yair beats him. I'm sorry, bro. I think Yair beats him. I think he does. I think Ilia is the fourth best guy in that division. I think he's the fourth best guy. He just proved that he was better than Josh Emmett. He proved that he was better than Josh. You know? Got my phone back. Bro, all I have to say is this. Listen, you beating Josh Emmett in dominant fashion does not mean you're gonna beat Volk. That's just Josh Emmett is a 38-year-old fraud. People need to people need to understand this. Straight up. Great performance though. I have to say, like, amazing performance. He loses to Evloev. No, I think he beats Evloev. Ilia versus Yair. Let's see. Beating Josh Emmett is not impressive. Hey, he beat Josh Emmett the way he should have beat him if it went to a decision, right? Like we can't shit on him for taking Emmett to a decision because he dominated him in some of those rounds. But that doesn't. But I can just look at him. He's a little too plotty for Volk. Straight up, dude. He looked great. Yeah, he looked good. He looked composed. He looked composed. He looked very composed. And I think he proved that he wasn't a fraud. I just needed to say that a lot of people were saying that Ilia was a fraud, and that just wasn't the case. Okay, Ilia proved that he's legit, and he's only 26. He's going to get a lot better, and if this guy continues to get better fast, and he can improve a lot, future champion for sure. Future champ. Anyway, guys, I'm going to film my recap. I'll be back. Till next time.